Especially with a guy like Marksman. I mean, you see they were going back and forth at it. With Marksman, the way he does, the way he presents himself. But with Luis Martinez, guess what, man? I'm gonna just do whatever I need to do. That's the demeanor that he has going into this fight.
Definitely a lot of attitude between both guys at weigh-ins yesterday. Corey was alluding to the fact that Luis was all talk. And I know Puerto Rican fighters, they do a lot of things, but talking is usually not what they're best at. It's usually fighting. So we'll see what happens in that co-main event. What I will say is, just like every event we have here at Prospects, you're seeing high-level matchup, high-level matchup, high-level matchup. It feels like there is no gimmies anytime you step into the ring. And as we take a look at yesterday's weigh-ins, Luis Martinez is 9-1 with 4 knockouts. Usually you see guys at Corey's level who are 11-0, 10-0, still fighting guys to figure out where they're at. But that's not how we do it here at MVP Prospects. And you see the confidence there in Marksman as he kind of, very, very brash in the way he approaches fights, in the way he approaches face-offs. Look at that. It's a bit of a show anytime he steps on a stage, Dan.
And even Luis Martinez looking at it, he's smiling as well. So he does have his own confidence going into this fight. That's why I believe that this is going to be a back-and-forth kind of action.
They must be cracking jokes at each other because they're both cracking each other up in there. Yeah, Marksman always comes, he brings it. He's been in some bangers for us. I mean, one of the best fights we've ever put on was him against Tony Aguilar.
Yeah.
So he is another guy that could springboard from fighting on Prospects to fighting potentially on MVP Fight Nights, fighting potentially on bigger cards that MVP puts on. So that is the trajectory that you can be on when you fight for most valuable promotions, and Marksman is a name to watch.
Yeah, speaking of names to watch, Dan, there's a massive name that the entire sport of boxing is watching on this card, in Jamal Harvey. Do you just want to tell the people how special he is?
Oh, man, I'm so excited, and I feel very, very honored to call his pro debut. Jamal Harvey is a decorated Olympian. He's probably the best fighter to come out of the 2024 class. There he is right there. Signed with MVP. The sky's the limit for this kid. He's got literally everything in there. He was a football player growing up, chose boxing, giving up a lot of height in this fight, Nodino. And that's the reason why he left football, because he felt like he was too small. In boxing, he says that I can kind of fight. The advantages are there for me, but he's giving up a lot of height in this fight.
Del Aguila is actually pretty smart. He speaks good English, and what's incredible is he's a banker, but he's an engineer by profession. I was like, wow. So will that intelligence be something that he can use in this fight, being the taller guy, using the jab and all that stuff? And you got to understand that he does have the bigger advantage in terms of experience.
Well, listen, he's looking to bank rounds and engineer a win.
Very nice.
Versus Jamal Harvey. But you talked about it, Dan, a high-level amateur pedigree. And, Nonito, you've seen guys like that as you've been doing commentary more and more. And, honestly, throughout your career, you've seen, national champions, world champions, by the way, with Jamal Harvey. What do you expect in a pro debut from somebody with that kind of pedigree?
It's just you're confident. So when you go in there, you just know that you're going to win the fight. It's like that mentality that you just go in there. This is my ring. I've been this in this momentum of mindset already. This is my fight. Yeah. So you go in there. I believe that for him, that's what he's going to go into. He's like, I got this.
Yeah, and I feel like this moment, too, is a big deal for him because you can have one of these slip-on-a-banana-peel type of fights. It's not like he's going in there against someone that's also debuting. You know, Marcelo De La Aguila is 5-1. It's the guy with experience, Dan.
Another thing, too, it's a 6-round fight. Yeah. Usually in a pro debut, you'll see a 4-rounder, but that's kind of shows you the level that Jamal Harvey is on. He's going right into a 6-rounder. A lot of confidence, too, as he should. You know, this is one of the best prospects in the sport right now. So we'll see. I mean, debuts are really cool. I mean, you go back and look at every guy that went on to win a world title. They had to start somewhere. Right. I mean, even the Flash right here, a future Hall of Famer.
That's right.
Do you remember your debut?
I do. It lasted 13 seconds.
Wow.
Jesus.
Wow. That's why he's a Hall of Famer.
That's
folks.
exactly why he's a Hall of Famer. Let's also talk about a WBA Continental America's title. On the line tonight, we have Yoelvis Gomez versus Edwin Humani. This is going to be a fun fight because at any point in a prospect's career, you look for that step up. And both these guys are sitting 8-1, 9-1 respectively, 7 KOs between each. And again, here at Prospects, we put high-level fighters against each other, not just high-level fighters on the card. And when you have the WBA Continental America's title on the line, it signals to the rest of the world that you're ready to move up in competition.
Right, there is a hierarchy to the belts. I know a lot of fans don't understand them, what they all mean. There's a lot of them. But those continental ones and those like regional ones, you got to get to fight for that. Then it gets you into the top 15. And when you're in the top 15, you can get a legit title shot. So there is some type of structure to all these belts in there. But you're right. You want to see what these guys can do in there. And Yoelvis Gomez has fought on this promotion numerous times. He's very powerful in there. He comes from the Cuban school of boxing, but the new age Cuban school of boxing, where it's not like guys like Rigondeaux, who you shared the ring with. It's more of a front foot type approach. And we'll see if Yoelvis can do that tonight.
Well, he's fighting a guy that has great knockout power as well. So, you know, it's whoever. I mean, when they were in the weigh-ins, they were kind of getting into it.
They were back and forth, yeah.
They were going back and forth, yeah. So there is a lot of animosity when it comes down to it going into this ring between the two guys. And I believe they're going to go out there and tee off on each other knowing that they both got power. So this is going to be a very, very interesting fight.
And it's a great spot on the card. You're the first fight on the main card. It's almost like your own main event to a degree because you're kicking off the card, you're setting the tone, you're bringing that energy. And this main card is absolutely stacked from top to bottom. But Nonito, when you do have this kind of moment, this kind of animosity like you talked about, and being the first fight on the main card, do you feel like you need to prove a little something? You're the first one the fans are going to see when they turn on DAZN for this card. Does that get to you a little bit maybe?
Sometimes, you know, but sometimes for a fighter, he didn't flinch, but you know, you know. But sometimes for a fighter, it might be something that drives them and will be a better fighter. Because sometimes guys who have talent, ooh, there goes the big push.
Sometimes testy weigh-in yesterday.
Yes.
What was going on? What was in the air? Mario had to get involved.
That's the thing. That's the thing about it is that you get a guy like Gomez who can be inspired by that, and he wants to knock the other guy. Because sometimes guys who have talent, they don't have that drive as much as they do when they are being pushed. And now you got me, I'm ready to go, I'm going to knock you out, and all that kind of mentality, you know what I mean?
Oh, listen, I can't wait. I'm ready to fight now just listening to Nonito talk. We are only just getting started here, folks. That's our main card, but our prelims are about to get going. We will be right back.
Boxing. Fighting. That's the oldest language in the world. You're not just throwing punches. You're picking up the torch from every single warrior who's ever swung.
Got some serious heavyweight business to attend to.
Yeah, I like it.
A fighter has a look in his eyes. A look that can tell over 1,000 stories. A look that says, I am not built to laugh. For I am built to break things. And that is why the fight is so sacred, because win, lose, draw, you are in the story.
Let's get ready to rumble!
And in this game, that's all that matters.
Folks, it is Most Valuable Prospects 14 right here at the Caribe Royale Resort in Orlando, Florida. A night you will remember for the high-level boxing and the prospects you see today may be champions tomorrow. We cannot wait to get started with this preliminary card, but before we do, let's bring in the other two members of our broadcast team tonight, Sibley Scholes and Coach Larry Way.
We were just staring at how beautiful it looks out there. Can you believe Prospects 14 is already here?
Look, 14, when we first started the thing, we had no idea how far it was going to grow, and look at us now. And some young stars have been given an opportunity to come out and show their skills. So big ups to MVP for giving these young stars an opportunity, and now they get to show the world.
I mean, you talk about these young stars, Gomez Humane, this fight, all eyes on this one right now. I want to talk to you about these young gentlemen. You know a little about one of the fighters.
Yeah, Yo Elvis Gomez actually used to be an athlete that I used to work with, and one thing for sure, he has power. Not only have power, he's exciting and very explosive. He had a little bit of a lull, lost a fight, and now this is an opportunity for him to come back and show the world what he really has. He's with a new trainer, or what? Let me say this. He's with a previous trainer that he once has, with Coach Salas, who's very known for building world champions, from basically Ramirez to most recently Rolando Romero, and with Ugas being the 147 world champion to beat Pacquiao. He's done a great job with this guy. So to be able to see him deal with this young man the way he's dealing with him, I'm expecting amazing effort tonight, amazing result.
I mean, here we are seeing yesterday, this is the weigh-ins that happened between the two of these guys. It got a little rough in there, which is what we always like to see. They both put on a show. There was a little shoving back and forth. The guys look like they train camp. Look, here it is right there.
Absolutely.
When you see the fighters like this, obviously boxing is a sport, but it's entertainment as well. Do you think we're going to get a lot of this scrappiness or go straight to it when they get in that ring?
No, I think they're going to take their time. They're still professionals and they're smart. But here's the thing. What you see there is real.
Yeah.
These guys have gone through a whole full training camp, haven't had any opportunity to eat the foods that they want, drink the waters that they want, and now they have the opportunity to show each other, hey, look, we're prepared and we're looking forward to this fight. You guys better look forward to a very exciting night.
Oh my God, it's going to be so good. We've already got seen fighters coming out. A lot has happened tonight. And again, there's more fights tomorrow, but I'm not going to spill anything yet. Everyone's got to stay tuned. I really want to touch on the co-main if we can for just a second. Talk to me about those guys because, again, another big fight besides our main that a lot of people want to see.
Well, look, Corey Marshman, who's actually from Florida, has been putting on an amazing show. Look, I'm a big fan of this guy. One, because the guy can box. He's orthodox. He can go into the southpaw position whenever he wants to. And at the same time, he loves to put on a show. He has a big following here, so he puts a lot of butts in the seats. And I can promise you, he looks forward for every opportunity.
Keep your eyes open. It's time for some fights.
It is time for some fights indeed, ladies and gentlemen, because now we are getting started with our first matchup of the evening between Conceicao and Viamonte. As you can see, everything virtually identical. Only 4 years is Viamonte the elder of Conceicao. And again, this will be Brazil versus Cuba. And our first fight of the evening, 6 rounds in the welterweight division. And now let's send it down into the ring with our announcer, Dasha Correct.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to MVP Most Valuable Prospects. Let's kick things off here in the preliminary bouts with 6 rounds in the welterweight division.
Why is it always me? Got us watching our words like it's wide taps on the team. Cause I show love, never get the same out of it. Guess it's funny how money can make change out of it. For real, so nobody's feeling themselves.
Next, making his way to the blue corner from Sorocaba, Brazil, Pedro Diamante Negro da Silva Conceicao.
Pedro Conceicao, gentlemen. Minus 1,800 favor, Dan Canobio, looking to put on a show here.
So big odds. It's for a reason. This case can crack. Looking forward to watching the fight. They got Brazil going up against Cuba.
We kick things off here tonight at Caribe Royale in Orlando, Florida. The preliminaries, 6 rounds in the welterweight division. Brought to you by FanDuel. Play your game. Fansly, the best 18 and over content creator site. Head on over to fansly.com/MVP to see exclusive content from our events, as well as Celsius, Live Fit, Essential Energy. Our judges for this matchup are Harold Hunt, Tina Griffith, and Efrain Lebron. Our referee is Alicia Collins. Now, future champions are created from the most valuable prospects. Now, with that being said, let's meet our fighters. Fighting first, in the red corner, with an official weighing of 145.8 pounds and a record of 4 victories, 2 defeats, 1 draw. From Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Isla Cuba, Renny Viamonte. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, with an official weigh-in of 145.4 pounds and a record of 4 victories, no defeats, 2 of those victories by knockout. From Sorocaba, Brazil, Pedro Diamante Negro da Silva Conceicao.
Time to shine, baby.
All right, guys, you received your instructions in the dressing room. Obey my commands, protect yourself at all times. Your trunks are good here, and your trunks are good right here midline. Go ahead and touch them up, gentlemen.
6 rounds in the welterweight division. Pedro Conceicao versus Renny Viamonte.
Blue corner.
6 rounds of action, judging by the faces of each fighter. They want to end this one early. Let's go. Our first fight of the night here at MVP Prospects 14.
Conceicao throwing that fast jabs. Really good jabs. Oh, jab to the body as well. So he's trying to mix it up already from the very beginning.
A lot of flair right off the rip from Conceicao. Not just with the hair, but with the style as well, Nonito.
That's right. Oh, that was a
big
good
hook.
left hook coming in. But he all set it up with that jab. You know, he's throwing that jab, and he threw a left hook, and that landed.
Yeah, no feeling out process here. We're about 30 seconds in, and Conceicao, his engine's warmed up. Viamonte's starting to warm up himself, but pretty tall for 2 tall welterweights in there. 5'11" for Viamonte. That's what he's listed on BoxRec. 5'10" for Conceicao.
I wonder how famous Conceicao last names are, because there is another Conceicao as well. I wonder if they are related.
Former world titleist.
Look at these jabs and hooks and feints. This is all you usually ask for, Nonito. We're sitting here at Prospects. You're saying more jabs, more feints, and Conceicao's doing that to start the fight.
He's actually doing really well. You know, he's mixing it up to the top, to the bottom. Ooh. Oh, a beautiful body shot coming in from Viamonte.
Viamonte looking big with the heavy power early on, Dan. Looks like it's more just, I'm going to establish I'm here too. You might be the 4-0 prospect, but I'm here as well.
Yeah, he's sitting down in the shots. You can hear them here, just doing an uppercut there that just narrowly missed.
And you see him shake his head. He's just, there it is. Like, yeah, I'm here.
It looks like Conceicao has the speed advantage.
Hands are free.
The power as well.
Fight out of it.
But, you know, Viamonte's landing some power too.
Both fighters bringing it here with just over a minute left in our first round.
You know, I like what Viamonte is doing with that body shot, especially you get a guy who's very skillful from Conceicao. Now you want to break him down to the body to slow him down a little bit and be wary to be open with the headshot because of the body shots.
1-2 there from Conceicao. Didn't quite get there, but fight is started to get a little bit more strategic as we get into the second half of this first round. Both guys came out ready to fire, but now we're taking a little bit less risk and a little bit more calculation.
Right. And this is where I want to see more feints from Conceicao so that he can set up the other shots once he starts fishing and getting those bait and then coming in with those big shots. Just like that. Yes, exactly. So beautiful job for Conceicao. Viamonte just has to be aware of that.
And like you said, Dan, it does look like there's a speed advantage there for Conceicao so far. And there's a nice left hook from Conceicao. And it's almost a game of you go, I go, then you go. And both guys are playing the how much can I get you to throw before I get to going. I like it. It's a chess game in the first round here in our first fight of the night.
You're it.
A little bit of tag going on for sure. Conceicao wants to dance a little bit at the end of the first round, but there is our first round of the night. Dan, what did you see there?
Saw some great hand speed. Conceicao, I thought he won the round. He was pumping that jab early. He was just more consistent. But Viamonte was looking pretty good in there as well. You know, he seems like he was sitting down on his shots. Just has to throw more. So first round of the weekend goes to Conceicao. 20 fights across 2 nights. In case you didn't know.
Dan has been telling everybody about his 20-fight record he's got going on the next couple of days, no detail. I don't know if he's bragging or if he's upset and he's complaining. Which one's he doing?
I'm ready. I'm ready to roll.
Ready to go. Roll, baby. Speaking of rocking and rolling, guys, this second round, I think Viamonte has got to get a little bit on his front foot. Got to go first a little more here and got to set the tone. In that first round, I felt like it was set by Conceicao. I think Viamonte setting the tone here has got to be option number 1.
I think Viamonte should gear in with those jab and then coming in with body shot like he did early on.
A lot of feints to start this second round, and then he comes in behind the jab, does Viamonte.
That's what he needs to do to get inside.
Oh, big left hook, Viamonte. He doubled up that left hook, and the second one landed flush.
And, you know, he's waiting for it now.
Had success in the first round with his left hook once or twice, and the second round it pays dividends again as Conceicao was caught with his hand in the cookie jar just a little too long.
Yeah, for Conceicao, this is just his second 6-round fight. His last fight was 4 rounds. So he's stepping it up. As for Viamonte, he has fought as high as 8 rounds. So a little more of the experience edge goes on the side of Viamonte.
Stiff jab to the body, but Viamonte exclusively looking for that left hook right hand. Uh-oh, something hurt.
Oh, hit him to the body. It went in between the shots. Viamonte was trying to go with the body shots, but because, that's another body shot. They threw both body shots. It's just that Conceicao positioned himself to land on the inside, which landed while Viamonte's shot was on the arm.
And now he's looking for it, Nonito. How important is it, even if you get hit with one that hurts that badly, to try to mask it?
Body shots don't disappear. They will last for a long time, even the night afterwards. You know, you can feel it. So body shot is the most underrated pain you can you can feel. You know, you get hit, you get rocked, but when you get hit to the body, it's just the worst thing because you can't do nothing about it.
Also, there's that delay where you get hit, and then maybe like 4 or 5 seconds later, you see a fighter take a knee. You're like, what is that from?
Right. That's exactly what the body shot is. You can try to suck it up, but when it hits the right spot, you're going to go down.
And Nonito, when you look at Conceicao's style, very much in and out.
Swept him.
Oh, my goodness. Pedro Conceicao sleeps Viamonte in round number 2, and it's a bad knockout. He is out cold.
He is out cold. That jab to the body that set up the overhand, that was a very, very good calculation from Conceicao. Beautiful jab to the body and the overhand right.
Oh my goodness.
Here it is.
A right hand on the button leaves Viamonte asleep. And Conceicao is over here talking to the man himself, Jake Paul, saying, hey.
He says, Jake, you see that?
I need that bonus, Jake. I need that bonus.
Well, I mean, this is the clubhouse leader for knockout of the night, knockout of the year, clubhouse, the performance bonus.
Oh, my goodness.
That was coming from a feint. He came in with the feint and threw an overhand that landed right on the button.
You want to talk about how to start the card off, Dan Canobio? I'm pretty sure when I stood up and yelled, they heard me all the way over at the cafeteria.
Yes.
In the Caribe Royale.
Yeah, I mean, let's take a moment here for Viamonte. He's up. He's on the stool. Looks like he's
gathering himself.
He's gathering himself. You know, that's what's most important. You want to make sure.
Shots, those kind of shots that sleep you is very, very damaging. You know, like Sasaki didn't even know what was going on.
Sasaki? Yeah.
Yes.
I heard he didn't even know, for 2 weeks, he lost a lot of his memory, which is just very scary. So, first off, we want to make sure Viamonte is okay. He is up.
Again, that feint coming in from Conceicao, which was setting up everything, and then
look at that feint. Oh my! Look at the reaction.
Promoter cam from
Nikisa Badarian and Jake Paul. And, wow, that was a big one. And like you said, Dan, obviously it's good to see not only that Viamonte's on his stool, he sat up, but that Conceicao went over and offered a little bit of sportsmanship there. And again, this is just business at the end of the day. But, man, it is a violent one, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a gentleman's sport. We want to make sure everyone comes out healthy.
Right.
But
well,
now
we don't play boxing, right?
Right. Now that Viamonte looks like he's fine, you can start kind of hyping up what was an unbelievable knockout by Conceicao, which you will see all over the zone socials, MVP socials.
There he is. There's Viamonte shaking it off. And obviously, you know, it can just take one. You know, it just takes one, and you end up in a position you weren't meant to be in. Well, I think it's time to make it official, so let's send it into the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, during the second round at the 1 minute and 59-second mark, your winner by knockout, Pedro Diamante Negro da Silva Conceicao.
Your winner, Pedro Conceicao, and we're going to go ahead and get him in the ring for one of our interviews. As you see, he's there with Jake Paul. Holding up the hand there. What a win for him. I don't know if I've ever seen a knockout that vicious, that out of nowhere.
Right, especially first fight of the night when the fans are just starting to file in. You know, so it was a little quiet in here. It's shocking. It just reminds you how brutal this sport is. And it might be the first fight of the night, but you'll see that all over the place.
Well, it looks like now we have Claudia Trejos in the ring, and she's standing by with our winner.
Wow, that was amazing. How did that feel?
I feel amazing. I trained so hard for this. I fought for my family like 2 years, and I came here and did this because I trained too much for this. And those guys are amazing, are the best of the world.
I heard your corner constantly telling you, behind the jab, to set up that right. Did you have it timing perfect?
Yeah, we train too much together, and we fight together. When we fight together, no one can beat me.
When he went down, what went through your head? Cuando cayó, ¿qué pensaste?
I thinking about the contract, the bonus, the money.
There you go. Here comes the money. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Great win.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
What a win. And how about this kid, man?
I mean, he just said what we're all thinking. Bonus, money.
Right.
That's what the sport is about. Let's be honest.
This is exactly
Make
what
money
it is.
and get out.
Hey, I love that you know, he's inspired by that, and he got what a lot of people, you know, in terms of like the performance that he's showing up right now. He's showing up that way, starting it off in the first fight.
Remember we said at the beginning, like it's not only just about winning, it's like winning in style.
Right.
Like that's, I mean, obviously every fighter wants to go there and do that. But to do that with Jake Paul here, Nikisa here, it's going to be all over social media. Now we're going to know who this Conceicao guy is.
We're going to know who he is, and we're absolutely looking for this main card because everybody on it is also trying to make their name. As you see, we're going to start off Yoelvis Gomez versus Edwin Humani for the WBA Continental Americas Super Welterweight title. Then Jamal Harvey, the USA Olympian, makes his debut versus Marcelo Del Aguila. In the co-main event, Corey Marksman makes his return to Orlando, Florida to take on Luis Martinez. And that main event you're waiting on, John Paul Rivera versus Daniel Bailey in a 10-round featherweight bout. And now we move to the middleweight division in a 6-round matchup. Our tail of the tape for Sebastian Juarez versus Luis Hernandez. Hernandez 10 years the elder and 2.5 inches in reach. Weight's a little different there, but we're going to see how it affects the fight. This one is a banger you do not want to miss, so let's send it down into the ring with Dasha Correct.
This second preliminary fight is set for 6 rounds in the middleweight division. Please help me welcome from Forest, Mississippi, making his way to the red corner, Luis Hernandez.
Luis Hernandez making his way into the ring from Forest, Mississippi.
Got some experience, Wade.
Got some experience. He's 11-3 with 9 knockouts. And again, we talk about this. Sebastian Juarez, big-time prospect, but there's no gimmies here at MVP Prospects. Luis Hernandez is here not only for a payday, not only to step in this ring, he's in here to win, and he's ready to go.
And his opponent making his way to the blue corner from Brownsville, Texas, Sebastian Juarez.
Anyone who comes into ACDC Thunder,
you better bring it.
Is a fan. You better bring it. Number one, because Arturo Gatti made. I actually believe they should like you can't play it anymore.
Like retire the song.
Yeah,
okay.
retire a number.
Yeah,
retire ACDC Thunder in honor of the late great Arturo Gatti.
The Thunder.
But Sebastian Juarez does have power, and he does have the showmanship. And I'm looking forward to watching. Only 20 years old, 19 rounds. Sebastian Juarez has versus 62 for Hernandez.
This second preliminary bout is set for 6 rounds in the middleweight division, and it is brought to you by FanDuel. Play your game. Fansly, the best 18 and over content creator site. Head on over to fansly.com/MVP to see exclusive content from our events. And Celsius, live fit, essential energy. Our judges for this bout are Braden Jackson, Alvaro Rodriguez, and Frederick Flutie. Our referee is Christopher Young. Now, future champions are created from the most valuable prospects, everyone. Now, with that being said, let's meet our fighters. Fighting to my left, first, out of the red corner, wearing black and pink, with an official weight of 161 pounds and an official record of 11 victories, 3 defeats, 1 draw, and 9 of those victories by knockout. From Forest, Mississippi, Luis Hernandez. And his opponent, fighting to my right out of the blue corner, wearing white trunks with gold on them and an official weight of 156.6 pounds. A record, undefeated record that is, of 8 victories and 6 of those victories by knockout. From Brownsville, Texas, Sebastian Juarez.
All right, gentlemen, listen. Everything I'm still legal right here. This is fine right here. You see instructions in the dressing room. Expect tough, clean fight. Give my commands all the time. Put yourselves all the time. Touch them up.
6 rounds in the middleweight division between Sebastian Juarez, 8-0 with 6 knockouts, taking on Luis Hernandez, 11-3-1 with 9 knockouts.
All right. Red corner, you ready?
Got a lot to live up to with that first fight being what it was, gentlemen. But here we go.
I got Twitter open, and it's already up right now. And it's making the rounds.
Oh, of course.
Conceicao. Yeah, this is Juarez here and Hernandez. Got the work cut out for them in terms of the bonus.
Absolutely. And starting off, you're already seeing Nonito Juarez taking center of the ring.
looking to establish he's going to be the one on the front foot here, making things happen.
That's correct. He's throwing the jabs. He has a high guard coming in, so not to be countered with Hernandez. I mean, you never know guys like that, and I believe that he came in a little bit heavier than Juarez did. So, maybe in his mind he might be in a feeling of advantage, knowing that he is the bigger guy going into this fight.
Yeah, Juarez has 3 losses, 2 of them by stoppage, but hasn't been knocked out since 2020. He was stopped in the 8th round in 2021, so he is durable.
Oh, nice left hook after 2 right hands to the body from Juarez.
We'll just see how durable he is, because I don't think he's ever been in the ring with someone as talented as Sebastian Juarez.
Trying to walk him down and eats a left hook for his troubles there. Then Juarez goes to the body.
That was a really nice sequence right there.
Very good setup by Juarez, by the way. He threw the jab and came in thinking to throw another jab, but he came in with the left hook instead. And then he threw that straight right down the middle after that.
So Hernandez super
there's a lot
high
of
up.
IQ.
Really straight up and down is Hernandez. Looks like there's not a lot of level change there. The hands are dropping a little bit when he attacks.
I said he was durable. We're going to see.
We're about to see.
You're right, Wade. He is standing pretty straight up. Got the chin tucked, but...
I fought somebody like that, and they can take a lot of shots, so you go to the body a lot, and I think that's something that Juarez should be focusing on, jabbing to the body, setting himself up, and then throwing that big shot to the body. And I believe that no matter how tough your head can be, when you get hit in that stomach, in the right spot.
There's a big right
good
hand
overhand
from Juarez as Hernandez tries to chase him down.
I was going to say, Hernandez as the bigger man here. He's going to have to do this and kind of grown man him a little bit, like push him around. Moments before you had him up against the ropes, Hernandez, and you have to land when you have him up against the ropes. That's Hernandez's path to victory here, is kind of make it into a little bit of a dogfight.
Big shot right there from Juarez. He goes left hook to the body.
Yeah, Juarez is pretty crisp.
Got a right hand on the break, and he goes right back to it. And you're right, Dan, you're seeing Hernandez look to clinch and try to make this a little bit more of a physical inside-the-pocket fight.
I'll tell you what, Juarez is the one making it physical now, too. Saying, yeah, I might be 20 years old,
shot.
but I can grow man you, too.
Yeah, you learn a lot. If you're he's in with Bob Santos, they have a lot of experience of good overhand again. They have a lot of experience in training great fighters, so, they have the ability to not just only the IQ, but just utilizing the skills of a fighter.
Yeah, you see Bob Santos in the opposing corner, you know what type of fighter that's going to be.
Round 1 in the books. Nonito, what did you see that you liked there?
Well, I like the composure that Juarez came in, throwing a jab, mixing it up, and then if he got tough and rough, he was getting tough and rough as well. With Hernandez, he was just trying to be in there, like you said, he was just standing up a little bit here and there. But he was throwing some big shots and trying to make it very physical on Juarez, which we know that he has the advantage in terms of size.
Yeah, I liked what I saw from Juarez that round. Obviously he has the speed. He's got the advantages pretty much up and down. And another thing I saw is Hernandez tried to bully him a little bit, and then Juarez bullied him back. I think that's huge for him.
You can hear Coach Bob Santos there. Stay downstairs. Stay downstairs.
I want Bob Santos to just coach me in life.
Right? Life coach Bob
just
Santos.
Follow me around. Let me know if I'm doing everything right. What I'm doing wrong.
You got to go below a little bit here and there to set up the big shot to the top, man.
Round number 2 here in this middleweight matchup. We talk a lot about Sebastian Juarez, but if you are Hernandez here, what do you want to do a little differently? It looked like he wanted to initiate some physicality, and maybe that kind of backfired a little bit as well.
Well, for me, as a bigger guy and who's obviously outgunned and outskilled and out-talent, I go in there, make it rough, make it tough. Don't get any space. Make it really tough for Juarez, who's the skillful guy, just like that.
And when you have him up against the ropes,
make it rough. Exactly. Throw some shoulders in there.
Throw everything. Throw everything. Shoulders.
That's right.
Elbows.
The good body shot coming in from by Juarez.
I guess he's listening to his coach.
Again. Going downstairs, like you said, Dan, from Coach Bob Santos. Sneaky right hand there, and then a left hook to the body. Goodness gracious.
Good uppercut right down the middle as well.
They're not landing flush, but those are doing damage.
Yes. Especially those body shots. You don't have to really...
Shoulder bump right hand out of the break.
Did you just see how he created space right there?
Yes. And, you'll see a lot of guys like Canelo, like Mayweather, who does that little shoulder push and come up with the straight right down the middle, because you cannot block yourself, or you can't defend from that little tiny space that you have, or seconds that you have, you know. And that's why a lot of fighters who are experienced, they can fight inside by utilizing their shoulder, their elbows, to throw a counter afterwards.
Juarez is going off right now. He goes to the body twice, then left hook, right hand. It's all offense right now. Now he's just touching with the shots, getting ready for the big one as well. He looks for that shoulder bump again. A little bit of a tie-up from Hernandez, and you're not getting me twice with it.
What I like to see from Juarez is doubling it up. Throw a left hook outside and then going inside with an uppercut on the body shot. And a lot of the times, people don't expect that. And I think it would work against Hernandez.
Hernandez trying to walk him down, and we talked about this in the first round. Hernandez was going to be able to take some punishment, and now he's trying to do that to get himself into position, again, close and tight to land some of these shots in the clinch and be physical. Oh, but he eats another big body shot combination.
Yeah, I guess the one downfall for Hernandez, if he wants to stay inside and wants to bully, he's in range to get cracked.
Some big shots there. Some big shots there.
Good body shots. Again by Juarez.
Shot maybe behind the head there from Hernandez, but again, just trying to make it rough and tough in there. Just trying to frustrate Juarez. But Juarez comes right back.
Yes, he's actually making it tougher for Hernandez.
I take care of you, you take care of you.
But this is the only thing that Hernandez really got, is to press the fight. Cover up, press the fight.
10 seconds, 10 seconds.
Left hook there from Hernandez. A jab to the body from Juarez at the end of the round here. And another big-time body shot to end the round. Referee had a talk there right in the middle of the round with Bob Santos' corner, saying, worry about your fighter, I'll worry about what I'm doing in here. So that'll be an interesting dynamic going forward. But Nonito, you're right. You saw a little bit of the tactic there from Hernandez, like, I'm going to bully you, right? I'm the bigger man, I'm going to bully you. And Juarez said, listen, where I'm from, the bullies get bullied. You know, I'm going to turn that back on you. Brownsville, Texas, we don't do all that.
And
so
he did.
And he did.
He showed it. You know, he was making it rough for Juarez, where Juarez should be making it tough for Hernandez should be making it tough for Juarez. But actually, Juarez was the one making it tough for Hernandez. You know, fighting inside, landing those big shots. And just like Bob Santos said, focus on that body. And he did just that. There comes Hernandez coming in with the bullying tactic, but Juarez comes back every single time. Beautiful body shot from Juarez, and then that little pose to throw that straight, just how he did it earlier previous to that.
Hernandez said, I'll eat them body shots all day right there in the round. He said, keep feeding them to me. I don't know if that's the greatest strategy to tell the guy to keep hitting you to the body. But
I don't care how tough you are. You get hit to the right spot, you're going to go down.
Start of round 3 here, and again, Juarez straight back to the body.
He felt that one. He felt that one. But he's coming in still, man. And more power this time.
I was going to say, we talked about what the strategy should be.
There it is.
He stayed with it. Hernandez has stayed with the game plan.
That's the only game plan he knows how to do in order for him to have a shot against Juarez. In terms of speed, power, and technique and style and talent, he's behind Juarez.
Those body shots.
Hernandez is talking to him, but he's getting tagged every time he says something.
Those beautiful body shots, man.
Oh, this is turning into a scrap, ladies and gentlemen. A little back and forth action here. Hernandez talking in between punches, and Juarez trying to punish him for it.
This is where Hernandez wants it to be. This is exactly what he wants to do. They're wrestling. They're in close. You know, when he gets him on the ropes, I would like to see him be a little more aggressive, because right here.
Chopping with the hook there, Hernandez. And
He's had him on the ropes at least 3 times.
And now Juarez wants to talk to him.
And you see Juarez's left side of his face is red now, because that's what Hernandez has been doing, just landing those shots.
These are real great learning experiences for young fighters. A guy like Juarez is facing a rugged type of fighter.
Oh,
good right hand there from Juarez.
Good post with the straight right hand after that. You know, I think that he should do more of that. Since it worked the first time, do it again.
Juarez with a post with his jab and fires a straight right behind it. It feels like every time there's a separation, Juarez gets the better of the re-engagement.
Oh, good body shot again from Juarez.
Let him go, let him go.
And there's that shoulder bump right hand again he's looking for. And Hernandez almost just falling back into range at this point. and just willing to accept the punishment to just be right there connected to Juarez. Maybe it takes a little bit of sting off those punches, but he's taking some big ones now.
Again, that post from Juarez to set up the big shots in the back end with the straight and left hook, but coming in from that post.
Hernandez shakes his head like that didn't hurt him, but
he just took a
you
deep
say
breath.
otherwise, yeah.
He just took a deep breath because during that 5-punch combination, Juarez also landed down to the body too. So it's definitely imprinted in his brain. Body shots,
right hand.
You know what I mean? Like even when he had him hurt, he still went to the body.
Right, which is very dedicated, disciplined enough to do that. You know, it's so easy to just keep going and tee off on the headshots, but to be disciplined enough knowing that there is other things that can take the guy down. Oh, 1-2 from Hernandez landing.
Oh, my goodness, big left hook, and down goes Hernandez. Juarez with a massive combination.
That was incredible. See, punches you don't see is the punches that hurt you the most, and that's exactly what happened with Hernandez.
What you said just happened, Nonito, down there. Hernandez landed a combination, got a little too comfortable, thought it was sweet. And Juarez said, you landed a couple cool, hold these, and landed a nasty left hook right hand.
You also softened him up with that 4 or 5 punch combination about 30 seconds before, and you saw Hernandez take a big deep breath. So good on Juarez to kind of step on the gas pedal too, right before the end of the bell too.
And you heard Bob Santos in the corner of Sebastian Juarez say bag work, just lightly touching, touch. Don't overcommit to anything, and then a big one. And that's what ultimately, like you said, Dan, opened up the knockdown. As you see Jake Paul and Nikisa Vidarian's reactions, there's a beautiful right hand. I have a feeling that my reaction is going to be just like theirs all night. This seat's probably going to get a little cold if I'm going to have this many good fights in front of me. I'm going to be standing up all night, gentlemen.
It's been like 5 rounds tonight. We have multiple knockdowns, knockouts.
Incredible fight already. But yeah, you saw how he went down. It's those punches that you don't see that really truly hurt you, because in the previous rounds he got hit with bigger shots before, but he was able to see those shots, that he was able to brace himself. But things you don't see is the things that hurt you.
Big deep breath right there from Hernandez as he came out to answer the bell here as we start round number 4. You know, we have to ask the question, if you are in the corner of Hernandez and you see your guy getting, clearly outmatched with the boxing and starting to kind of go downhill here, what do you do to turn that tide?
There's only thing that he can do that he has the ability to do is go in there, but keep it where there is no distance to be hit, right? So you got to press closer where everything else is smothered, and then for him, Hernandez is being able to get to a level where he can land those shots as Juarez is backing out. Now you got to keep going and take away those distance every single time.
A nice left hook from Juarez, right hand as well. Chopping around the guard, and he's throwing some heavy shots here. That left hook just barely missed, and I felt the wind off of it here sitting ringside.
Now you see Hernandez dropping his hands a lot now, comparing to the previous one where he was just walking with the straight hand, high guard.
Oh my goodness, huge left hook and a right hand. And Hernandez is hurt here. Yeah. The legs are almost gone. Here comes Juarez. Referee taking a look, and Juarez is absolutely teeing off here, and that's going to be it. Sebastian Juarez tees off and finishes this fight in style.
Really impressive performance there from Juarez. He was in there against a guy who had much more experience, and he systematically broke him down, and he did it quick.
And especially a guy who's tough as Hernandez is, it's very hard fighting with those guys.
Bob Santos is fired up here ringside. He is so proud of his pupil there. And for good reason. What a performance. And he did everything Coach asked. That has to feel good as a corner to see your guy set up and execute exactly the way you teach it.
Especially at age 20. Maybe
that's hard, it's so hard to remember that he's just 20 years old, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, really impressive stuff.
8 wins, well now 9. 7 by knockout at 20 years of age. Super bright future for Sebastian Juarez.
And I really liked how we talked about the body throughout this fight. Kind of softened him up as the fight went on. And look how he ended it. He ended it with headshots. That's probably the way you should go about it.
Right. And, the hands will go down when the body starts hurting more. Right. And that's definitely what they did. Again, with Bob Santos coming in there and telling him to break him down to the body. And then that opens up everything else. And that's how he got dropped the first time and then got stopped. round after.
And you talk about experience that you need. I'm sure that throughout his career, Sebastian Juarez will see high-level fighters. Tonight, he needed to be a dog, and he was. He was technical, but when he needed to turn it on, he did. He gets the win. Now let's send it into the ring to make it official with Dasha Correct.
In the fourth round, at the 1 minute and 19-second mark, referee Christopher Young has stopped this bout. Your winner by technical knockout, Sebastian Juarez.
Your winner by TKO, Sebastian Juarez. He moves to 9-0 with 7 knockouts. What a performance from him, and he is standing by with our very own Sibley Scholes.
Sebastian.
Hey guys, we are in the ring. All right, everyone can hear us, Sebastian. First of all, congratulations. You got it. You were relentless. You did not stop. You went all the way. That's what you got to do when you're here in this ring. How does it feel right now?
No, it feels amazing. You know, first of all, I want to give glory to God, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You know, without him, none of this would be possible. I want to thank Caribe Royale, Box Labs Promotions, MVP Promotions, and just everybody, you know, Bob Santos, Team Santos, my dad, my family, everybody that's here tonight. And just a huge thank you to everybody. And a huge shout out to Prime Power, all my sponsors here, all my trunks, everything like that. You know, just huge thank you. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible.
We got to drop in Brownsville, Texas.
Yeah.
Talk to me about, we hear the crowd, we hear the cheering. You smiled and lit up when I said that. What does that mean to you to be from there and to bring that into this ring?
You know, Brownsville, Texas, it's not a big city, it's not a small city, but, you know, we have a lot of talent out there that just hasn't been introduced to the world yet. And me and my brother, Omar El Lampo Juarez, you know, we're trying to introduce Brownsville, Texas to the whole world, and I'm hoping that this, you know, will get us one more closer, you know, step to doing that.
Having this here at MVP, being here in Orlando, handling business, does it feel good to be on a platform like this and continue to show people what you can do, being 9-0 now?
No, yeah, 100%. You know, just again, MVP, thank you so much. You know, huge shout out to, I know Jake Paul's somewhere around here. Huge shout out to him. It's in a
behind you.
Where? Oh yeah, man! I grew up watching you and your brother, and it's just a huge, you know, blessing to be able to find under you guys or you now, and it's just you're a huge inspiration for all of us here in the sport. Huge, thank you, man.
I love that you're going places, okay? You're going far. You're thanking everybody, and you did not forget a single person. I know we got a man smiling over here on your right, Bob Santos. We know and love him, too. Do you have any thoughts about what happened in this ring?
You know, it's a great performance considering, you know, the guy was 12-3, had 9 knockouts coming in or 10, and, you know, unfortunately, the guy missed weight by 4 pounds. So for him to take on the challenge, not back out, it shows what a testament to him. So we're real proud of him, and one step at a time. We got Amari, we got his dad, Rudy, we got Eric here, the whole team, Box Lab, we're ready to go, baby, and MVP.
That's right, we're here. Box Lab, any last words?
No, this is what this series is all about. It's about showcasing the best prospects and the up-and-coming prospects in boxing. I think we've been doing it now for 14 shows. We're going to continue doing it. And, you know, again, just another step on another rung on the ladder for Sebastian.
Ooh, Sebastian Juarez taking the win tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys.
God bless everybody.
What a performance for Sebastian Juarez as he gets the stoppage and did it in style, man. It wasn't as electric maybe as the first fight, but how could it be? Lightning almost struck twice. He walked out to thunderstruck. You said it was necessary, Dan.
He did it. Atara would be proud. And yeah, obviously the first fight we saw with the knockout, that was like what you want to see every time. But that performance there from Juarez is a lot more sustainable towards building a career. You're not going to get highlight reel knockouts every single time out, but what you can do is break your opponent down to the body and then stop him in the middle rounds.
I agree with that 100%. But, folks, we are just getting started. Tonight's main card at MVP Prospects 14 is a stacked one as well, as it starts out with a WBA Continental Americas title in the super welterweight division between Yoelvis Gomez and Edwin Humani. Then we move to the super featherweight division, 6 rounds between the prospect, the Olympian. Everybody's eyes are on Jamal Harvey as he takes on Marcelo Del Aguila. And in our co-main event, Corey Marksman, the Orlando, Florida native, will take on Luis Martinez in a lightweight bout going 8 rounds. Then our main event of the evening, Jean-Paul Rivera makes his return to Most Valuable Prospects as he takes on Daniel Bailey. This main event, folks, is one you don't want to miss because both fighters are so skilled. Daniel Bailey out of Miami right here in Florida. He's 15-2 with 8 knockouts, but John Paul Rivera is just moments away from setting the world on fire. Salinas, Puerto Rico, has been behind him since his start. He has been on the Puerto Rican national boxing team, and every time he's on our show, he lights it up. This main event is there for a reason. That winner is definitely about to take over. You don't want to miss that one later on tonight. And in our next bout on the evening, we have Carlos De Leon versus Hampton Blandon. And yesterday at our weigh-ins, gentlemen, it got a little dusty.
It was in the air yesterday. Everyone's fighting each other.
Something like that, man. It's almost like they had a fight the next day, you know?
But we've been to a lot of weigh-ins. You say maybe 1 or 2 shoving matches. Every fight, we got some shoves.
Pushing and shoving, and then, whoa, watch out. Be careful there, watch out.
He ducked that pretty well.
Yeah, it was good reactions. You want to make sure that you're on point with your reactions, not only if you're swinging, but if you're avoiding. But the swinging and avoiding is about to happen in the ring. Our tail of the tape for our featherweight bout between Carlos De Leon and Hampton Blandon. As you can see, De Leon has a 3.5 reach advantage, and he's 10 years younger. Can he make the difference in this matchup? Let's send it down to Dasha Corrett to get our fighters introduced.
Our third preliminary bout is set for 6 rounds in the featherweight division. Making his way to the red corner from Miami, Florida, by way of Managua, Nicaragua, Hamilton Blandon.
Hamilton Blandon. This was the song yesterday at weigh-ins as well. Not a traditional one for a boxing match, but one that means a lot to him as he looks to represent his home in tonight's matchup, and a lot that he's going against with Carlos De Leon. So again, when you have these type of matchups, being the B side, it's a lot to prove. He's looking to do it tonight.
You know, fighters are very emotional. You know, they're emotional that sometimes it makes them fight harder.
And his opponent making his way to the blue corner from Cupe Alto, Puerto Rico, Carlos De Leon.
Yesterday at weigh-ins, and pretty much all week here in Orlando, Carlos De Leon has been uber confident walking around this resort, talking with his team. They feel he's in for a special night tonight and a big-time performance.
Yeah, fighting out of Puerto Rico, 4-0, perfect record. Yeah, obviously, MVP has strong ties to Puerto Rico with the man of Serrano. You know, we've seen De Leon in the ring back in October in Puerto Rico when he fought for us. Now here he is in Orlando.
This third preliminary bout is set for 6 rounds in the featherweight division. Brought to you by FanDuel. Play your game. Fansly, the best 18 and over content creator site. Head on over to fansly.com/MVP for exclusive event content. And Celsius, live fit, essential energy. Our judges for this bout are Alvaro Rodriguez, Harold Hunt, and Tina Griffith. Our referee is Luis Pavon Rivas. Future champions are created from the most valuable prospects. Fighting to my left in the red corner, wearing black trunks with an official weigh-in of 124.6 pounds and a record of 3 victories, 1 defeat, 1 draw, and 1 of those victories by knockout. From Miami, Florida, by way of Managua, Nicaragua, Hamilton Blandon. And his opponent, fighting to my right in the blue corner, wearing red trunks with black trim and official weight of 128 pounds and an undefeated record of 4 victories, 3 of those victories by knockout, from Cupe Alto, Puerto Rico, Carlos de León.
Vamos allá. Con calma, ¿ok? Aquí es bueno, ¿ok? Muchachos, ya se le dio la instrucción en el camerino. Vamos a hacer una pelea limpia y que gane mejor. Suerte.
6 rounds in the featherweight division. About to get going. Carlos de León, 4-0 with 3 knockouts. Taking on Hamilton Blandon, 3-1-1 with 1 knockout. Our third fight of the preliminary card here tonight at Most Valuable Prospects 14, and it starts right now. No touch there from Carlos de León. Again, we don't play boxing.
No, we don't play boxing. But for him, he remembered what happened yesterday. You know, some people just take it too hard, and he's going to be here to try to punish his opponent.
We got our first southpaw of the night, Hamilton Blandon.
And Nonito, when you do have kind of, oh my goodness, they're going for it right away. When you do have a little bit of that spite, sometimes it does take just a little bit to get you going, and maybe that's a good thing for Carlos de León, right? Like,
no,
okay, you wanted to do that, now it's on.
100%. And, you know, the crazy thing is sometimes, again, it will either inspire him to just go out there, or sometimes he might play with his mind.
But right now, he's taking it too.
Yes.
Blandon.
Spiteful right there.
The jab as he tries to gain some composure back.
Early on, speed advantage.
The difference now
clearly
is
on the side of
you see De León on a southpaw stand.
Trying to switch it up. Oh.
Do you agree with that? Sorry to cut you off. Do you agree with that, Nonito? At this stage in your career, you know, your first 5-6 fights, switching up like that inside the ring, should you master one stance first?
You always want to master one stand first, you know. But if he's been doing it all his life, then that's something that he's going to be comfortable with. You know, for a lot of the fighters, we are taught in one stand. A good one, too.
That was a nice left hand from Blandon there. It doesn't look like Carlos de León is very worried about fighting in either stance right here. It looks like he's pretty fluid to fight in both. But
yeah, not saying that it could be a knock against him. I'm just curious where you stood on that, because we see that sometimes from prospects early on in their career. They want to show off everything in one round.
Oh, big counter right there from Blandon.
Blandon's chin is waiting to be cracked.
Good body shot.
Telegraphing his punches, too. That's a back of the head shot.
A couple of back of the head shots there from Carlos de León. Blandon's just loading up, trying to find the counter over the top.
But Blandon said, I came here for a reason. I might lose. I'm going out swinging.
You got to give it up to him, though. He's throwing those shots, even though getting hit with those big shots from De León.
He's kind of really...
You can't tell if the legs are
just off balance.
A little bit off balance. Referee is saying, hey, keep your head up. Those shots to the back of the head weren't his fault.
Very good call by the referee, because Blandon has been dropping his head down, and that's how he was getting hit in the back of the head.
Yeah, I mean, De Leon's not throwing those viciously or...
Oh, huge right hand there from Carlos de León. And Blandon's hurt. Here comes the onslaught.
It's been a prelim, early knockout in the prelim so far.
They're throwing everything, man, but he's still fighting back.
I was just about to say, Blandon is telegraphing his shots, and he's throwing them really slow. It's going to be a matter of time for De León times one. And he just did that.
De León with the big smile in his face, kind of joking around.
Oh, another check right hook there from Carlos de León.
But Blandon coming in with the body shot as well.
It's really hard to get a read on Blandon, because it looks like in 1 second he's hurt badly and the legs are going, and then all of a sudden he's backfiring. Hey, he's ready to go again.
I fought somebody who I thought I knocked out, and I hit him again, and he woke up.
That's what it looked like here from Carlos de León, as he was at the golf course playing 18 the way he was teeing off in that first round.
I liked what he did too right there. You saw him on his front foot, and now here you're going to see him counter. That's a very well-balanced offensive attack. If you can fight on the front foot and off the back foot.
Yes.
And I know, we're commending Hamilton Blandon for swinging back, but when you are getting overwhelmed like this and just trying to throw leather, it's probably not the greatest idea, Nonito.
Sometimes that's the only thing you know. A lot of the times fighters, the B fighters usually don't really have that IQ.
Let's now go ahead and send it to the fourth member of our team, Claudia Rios. Claudia, what do you have?
Box, mano arriba.
Looks like we may have some issues with Claudia's mic, but we'll get that sorted as we get into the later part of this fight here.
Blandon still is game, throwing a big shot right from the beginning of the round.
And again, you see Carlos De Leon in that southpaw stance, so it does look like he's done this at least enough to be comfortable.
Right.
And he's had, a massive effect offensively with it.
Yes.
Chopping with big-time shots here.
Combination. And he's throwing those big shots, man. Big shots. And you see how composed he is, too. Blocking the shot and then countering off of it. And then throwing combinations just like right now.
Big-time combination once again from Carlos De Leon. But again, Blandon says, I'm still here. Not going away that easy. He's trying to walk down De Leon. Nice lead hand uppercut backhand from Blandon.
Again, De Leon just very composed, coming in with uppercuts, hooks, and just blocking those shots. But calmly, because there's a lot of times you get hit with those shots and you feel it and you're going to tighten up. But De Leon is very mature to do what he's doing right now.
Very smart, composed fight here from Carlos De Leon. Look at that defense right there. Good head movement. And a combination from De Leon and a big left hand lands.
Those are jelly legs. Okay, wait, you're asking the question, is he hurt? Is he not? He looked hurt.
He did for half a second, and now he's back.
Some people are like that, man. It's
got to be frustrating for you, Nonito.
It's very frustrating.
Because you got to look at your opponent and get a tell. Like, he's not really giving up a tell if it's like he's doing it on purpose or he just has
That's what I was wanting to know. Is this like a little bit of a playing possum thing?
I don't think so.
But he's now really getting hit. And they're stopping it right then and right there. As Carlos De Leon, he made it look pretty easy, gentlemen.
We just have stoppage after stoppage.
20 fights this weekend. 3 stoppages to start.
Started off with a bang.
17 more to go.
As we look back at this fight, though, it was one-way traffic, guys. It was Carlos De Leon doing exactly what he wanted to do, where he wanted to do it, making Blandon miss and making him pay with some real punishment.
The combination right there, it just shows the advantage that he had. Just taking control of this fight.
Those shots right there, Dan. Beginning of the end.
Good stoppage. Yeah, was it a little early? Yes, but Blandon wasn't firing back with anything of note. He was taking big-time punishment.
And we talked about the jelly legs. It kept happening.
Right, and if the corner usually is way too brave most of the time, if they're not going to save their guy, the referee can step in. I thought it was a good stoppage.
Luis Pabon is a great referee, but the thing is, he is very, very intelligent when it comes out to it, and he's very, very experienced. To see a guy who doesn't have a chance at all, not even a knockout punch chance, that was a good decision from the referee.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to get any better right there for Blandon. It seemed like it was going to go continuously that way. Whether it was a tad bit early, I know you can say let the guy go out on his shield, but for what reason in that case?
We don't need to see that.
It was clear what was going to happen. It was clear what was already happening. But now let's make it official, and we will send it into the ring with Dasha Correct.
During the second round, at the 1 minute and 47-second mark, referee Luis Pabon Rivas has stopped this bout. Your winner by technical knockout, Carlos De Leon.
Your winner by TKO. He moves to 5-0 with 4 knockouts. Carlos De Leon is standing by with our very own Claudia Rios.
Thank you very much. Impressive win. So young and so powerful. That first round you had him. What made you think I need to close this soon? Excelente salida, una salida espectacular con mucha potencia. Tan joven y poderoso. Ese primer asalto lo tuviste por pelo de rana calva. ¿Qué te hizo pensar necesito cerrar este asalto?
Tengo 4 peleas que todas se van rápido por knockout y pues pensé que deberíamos llevar esta pelea a más asaltos un boxeador más experimentado, pues deberíamos subir un poquito más el nivel. Y lo hicimos, pero pues si el knockout llegó solo y bienvenido sea.
He says, well, you know what? All of my victories that by way of knockout, so I was looking for more rounds. This is a very experienced fighter, and I was looking to just bring my level up a little higher. But if the knockout came, and so is a great win by a knockout. You know, we talk about your youth, but yet you fight like a very well-seasoned, very, very composed fighter. What do you owe that experience, that huspa behind you? Eres muy joven, sin embargo, una carrera muy corta, pero manejas el boxeo con gran experimentación, con mucha sazón detrás. ¿A qué se debe?
¿A qué se debe? Bueno, ¿a qué se debe lo que estoy haciendo, lo que estoy realizando todos los días?
Tu madurez en el ring.
No, mi madurez. Mucha gente no sabe de mí que tuve una carrera larga, aficionado. No adulto, pero juvenil llegué, bajé todo el mundo. Gracias a mis padres que invirtieron en mí. Tengo la experiencia necesaria y decidimos debutar, filmar. Y con qué mejor que con Borla. Pero decidimos ya subir el nivel porque nos quedamos cortos para la Olimpiada por el peso. El weight lo quitaron, pero ese era uno de mis sueños. Lo íbamos a lograr, sabíamos que estamos ready, podíamos dar al equipo. Pero no se dio, las cosas, Dios las dice por algo y hoy ya estamos aquí.
Well, a lot of people don't know the type of experience that I do have. I was in the amateurs for a long time, a very long career. I was very close to being part of the Olympic team. I couldn't make it because of the weight. And obviously that weight is not part of it, but now I get a chance to be a pro thanks to Box Lab, and I have the opportunity to, do my job in the professional ranks and obviously continue growing thanks to my parents because they always supported me. So with that being said, you've gone through experimented fighters. What would you like to see next? Has ya enfrentado boxeadores con mucha experiencia, con alto nivel. ¿Qué sigue para ti?
¿Qué sigue para mí? Pues claro, ser campeón del mundo y representar la bandera de Puerto Rico, que somos pocos ya, no como antes, pero quiero demostrar que todavía Puerto Rico sigue siendo el número 1 y pues lo vamos a demostrar.
Well, of course, I want to look forward to become a world champion and obviously represent Puerto Rico. It's that there's not that many of us. Dame 2 segundos. There's not that many of us. There's only a few of us, but we carry that flag with a lot of pride. I know you're not allowed to rush. Talk to me, Goose.
Dije que lo estamos demostrando. Nos faltan más pruebas, pero las vamos a lograr. Y eso es lo que queremos, las pruebas. Nosotros ya estamos listos, solamente necesitamos las pruebas. Y, ¿verdad? Boxeadores que tengan nombre y ya para hacerlo.
Yeah, all I need is more tests. I know we're ready. We just need more tests. Whatever fighters are coming, I'm going to take them on. Well, thank you very much. Congratulations. Felicidades.
Big time win right there for Carlos De Leon. Huge at featherweight, looking to make his name. And folks, we're just getting started with our preliminary action here, folks. We will be right back as the heavyweights grace the ring. Amazian Van Houter takes on Colby Madison. Coming up soon.
Boxing. Fighting. That's the oldest language in the world. You're not just throwing punches. You're picking up the torch from every single warrior who's ever spoke.
Got some serious heavyweight business to attend to.
Yeah, I like it.
A fighter has a look in his eyes. A look that can tell over 1,000 stories. A look that says, I am not built to laugh. For I am built to break things. And that is why the fight is so sacred, because win, lose, draw, you are in the story. And in this game, that's all that matters.
We are back at Most Valuable Prospects number 14. As you can see, we're almost ready for our next bouts. But before we get there, ladies and gentlemen, we've had 3 bangers to start this card. It's been kind of incredible. Every time we come back to Prospects, it's an amazing night of fights. Don't know if we anticipated that kind of amazing, but it was something to behold to start this card. But we're just getting started. Our main card coming up is even more explosive, gentlemen. And as we get there, I want to focus in on our co-main event of the evening. Corey Marksman, Luis Martinez. We've had Corey here. He's an Orlando native. And Dan, I want you to tell the people why he is so special and why he deserves that co-main event slot here.
He's a showman. He goes in there looking on to put on a show, and I believe he is another fighter that is going from prospect and trying to get into that middle area, which is contender status, before eventually going on to be what every fighter wants to be, and that's a world titleist. So he's got to get through Martinez tonight. But with Marksman, you're going to see a lot of action, you're going to see footwork, you're going to see speed, you're going to see a show, and I think that's very important in today's boxing. It is great to win, but you got to put on a show, you got to entertain, you got to be able to steal the show.
And Luis Martinez, I mean, look, he has one loss. You know, my second fight I lost too, and here I am, right? So it doesn't matter what the loss is. The fact of the matter is, if he is inspired, determined, there's a big thing ahead of him with Marksman. You know, as long as he goes in there with everything that he has, you know, and believe in himself, I believe that he can make this fight very difficult for Marksman. And it's very interesting to see.
You don't want it to be like Marksman is looking ahead. Like, he's a type of fighter that I feel like could fight on a Jake Paul Tank card, could fight on a Amanda Serrano card, could end up on Alicia Baumgartner card. That's the type of fighter I think Marksman is, and we've seen that happen with a lot of these fighters, right?
I mean, Corey was on Jake's card versus, I think it was the Mike Perry card that Corey was on the undercard of that, so he's been in big moments. This is a big moment because of what you talked about, Dan, the potential coming out of it. What happens with a win?
But I was saying, you don't want to look too far ahead. Right. You're facing a really tough opponent in Martinez. You have grand aspirations, Marksman, to be a world titleist or to fight on a big card.
Right.
Do not, think
look
too far ahead. Do not look past
That's the thing about guys like that, because he's fought guys undefeated and all that stuff, and he might look past this guy because, okay, he's okay with the knockouts. He has one loss. Maybe, for me, I'm just going to play around and stuff like that. So there might be a chance that he might take this guy and look past this guy.
You don't want that.
We'll see, but the fourth member of our team, Coach Larry Wade, is standing by. He has some thoughts on the co-main event. Larry, what do you think?
Listen, this event is about to be amazing. Marksman is an entertainer. Not only is he an entertainer, he's an amazing boxer. Don't be surprised if you see him switch it up going from orthodox to southpaw. He looks and lives for these moments. He's from Florida. He has a big support team here, so he's looking to do an amazing job. But Martinez, on the other hand, he's not going to be hard to find. He's a tough guy from Puerto Rico, and I can promise you he's going to walk straight into him and give him everything he's looking for. So I think the people who are watching this tonight is going to get a fight they never expected. They're going to really enjoy this.
Appreciate that, Coach. But before we get there, folks, we have a heavyweight bout on our preliminary card. The tail of the tape between Demacian Van Houter and Colby Madison. As you can see, Colby, a little bit of the elder statesman, but he's looking to bring fire to the ring. Van Houter has showcased ability we've seen here on Prospects before. He's looking to do it again tonight. Let's send it into the ring with our announcer, Dasha Correct.
This fourth preliminary bout is set for 6 rounds in the heavyweight division. Making his way to the red corner from Baltimore, Maryland, Colby Madison.
Colby Madison has a very colorful BoxRec page. He's got 11 wins, 7 of which by knockout. 8 losses, stopped 4 times, 3 draws.
What do you make of that?
This guy's experienced. He's seen it all. He's gotten up. He's knocked guys out. I mean, that's what I look for in a heavyweight fight.
42 years of age.
Didn't see that. Wow. Doing it for the olds, baby.
Doing it for the seasoned
that's
veterans in the game.
That's my guy.
That's Nobito's guy.
I forgot you're
42 years old.
Listen, Dan, you're not far behind.
Whoa,
you better relax with all
what
that.
What are you talking about, bro? No one knows my age.
Let's go back into the ring with Dasha Correct.
And his opponent making his way to the blue corner from St. Petersburg, Florida, Demacian Mozzie Van Houter.
All right, so I'm going to reveal my age. I know that this is in some form an anime cosplay he's walking in with. I'm pretty sure it's One Piece, but I could be completely wrong.
It is One Piece.
Okay,
It is One Piece. I watched One Piece when I was like in the 2000s, so One Piece is been there for a very long time, so I can recognize that. But he's coming in there with that Luffy
Is that what that is? Okay.
smile.
Van Herter knocked out Cody Kerr's teeth.
That's right.
Back at MVP 10, I want to say.
Yes.
Where Cody Kerr's front tooth went
Looking to
across
do the same tonight is Damazian Van Houter.
This fourth preliminary bout is set for 6 rounds in the heavyweight division, and it is brought to you by FanDuel. Play your game. Fansly, the best 18 and over content creator site. Head on over to fansly.com/MVP for exclusive event content. And Celsius, live fit, essential energy. Let's meet our judges. Our first judge is Efrain Lebron. Next, we have Braden Jackson and Frederick Faluti. Our referee is Alicia Collins. Future champions are created from the most valuable prospects. Fighting to my left in the red corner, wearing purple and black trunks with an official weigh-in of 259 pounds and a record of 11 victories, 8 defeats, 3 draws, 7 of those victories by knockout. From Baltimore, Maryland, Colby Madison. And his opponent, fighting to my right in the blue corner, wearing red trunks with blue and yellow trim, with an official weigh-in of 215.8 pounds and an undefeated record of 8 victories, 5 of those victories by knockout. From St. Petersburg, Florida, Damazian Muzzy Van Houter.
He ain't trying to go 12 rounds, but I didn't know that.
All right, gentlemen, you guys had your instructions in the dressing room. Obey my commands, protect yourself at all times. Your trunker is good here. Your trunks are good here. Go ahead, touch them up, gentlemen.
6 rounds in the heavyweight division. Damazian Van Houter, 8-0 with 5 knockouts, is taking on the elder statesman. From Baltimore, Maryland, Colby Madison, 11-8-3 with 7 knockouts. Our fourth preliminary bout on the evening, and gentlemen, I'll just say it, don't blink, because the heavyweights can end at any time.
Jab.
And a nasty jab.
That was a beautiful jab. I've never seen jabs like that right from the beginning.
Well, last time Van Houter knocked the tooth out of his opponent.
He did. I remember that.
Let's see what he can do now.
Oh, my God.
Another
jab.
stiff jab.
He got a weapon in that jab.
Madison is a unit. Big boy right there.
But that jab that landed right down the middle, oh, my God.
Stopped him dead in his tracks.
With the feint, and then he comes back with the jab again. Van Houter, only 20 years old, but again, we've seen this over and over already tonight. These young guys are so seasoned already.
Look how composed he is, blocking those big shots from an older gentleman. You know, he's blocking those shots, and he's setting him up with the jabs.
There are more years between these two fighters than Damazian Van Houter has been alive. And he still looks like a seasoned veteran standing in front as Madison looks to tee off.
Isn't that crazy?
It's nuts. It is
I did the
insane.
same thing.
Every fight now from now on, though, Nonito, with you, that's how it's going to be.
But that jab that Van Houter throws, it's very powerful. It's very right on the money, very straight right down the middle. And the thing is, because you're so worried about that jab that you don't see the other punches.
Just
just
wants
like
to set up that hook right hand badly.
Guys, Nikisa and Jake have their own ringside cam. I just set up mine because I think there's going to be something lethal right here.
There you go.
I think there's going to be a big-time knockout.
I'm going to be right there with you.
Right now, Colby Madison trying to hang in, but the way this fight started, definitely not what he wanted. Is Van Houter punctuating with the jab.
Right, Madison's not thrown much either, too, because he's worried about what's coming his way.
And look how he's just coming in there, blocking, and then countering, catch and shooting. I mean, that's very mature for a 21-year-old fighting an older gentleman.
Give him a year. He's only 20.
Yes, good body shot too. Just now he's mixing it up from top to bottom, but Colby is coming in there throwing some big shots.
Madison, I think, has found his way into this fight. Maybe that jab woke him up a little bit.
That's what I want to see. I want to see these young guns pressed. I want to see them pushed. That's what MVP is all about. You know, Van Houter obviously is the blue chip prospect here, but you got to learn something in these fights,
Hey,
right?
Madison is going in there not being afraid, knowing that sometimes, you know, maybe he's like, man, I got older kids older than you, you know. So maybe that's what I'm like, I'm going to teach you a lesson.
Big right hand! And Damazian Van Houter sits down Colby Madison.
He
doesn't look like he's getting up here.
He is not getting up.
That's it.
Wow,
Damazian Van Houter with one big right hand.
Another one. Four stoppages on this program.
What a right hand from Damazian Van Houter. Over the top. After he had almost taken a big left hook of his own, but he just winged it off and said, you know what? I'm going to throw a big one here, and it landed flush.
Hey, you got to give it up to Madison. He came in there to fight. He wasn't just because he felt the power and, you know, he went in there to fight. That's pretty much what it was.
Big time performance there from Van Houter, and you see Colby Madison gets to his feet. He's okay. That's what we want to see, but a statement made once again. Every time he steps in here at Prospects, Damazian Van Houter.
Top of the head shot.
Oh, that
equilibrium was probably off.
Oh, yeah. Especially right there in the temple. Look, he can see his eyes. Just that temple. He dropped his mouthpiece, too. I mean, Mazi is known as either taking the mouthpiece out or taking teeth out.
Yeah, which one you want to lead with?
Right.
Your teeth or your mouthpiece, because something's going loose. And there's a massive shot. And there is our promoter cam as I'm trying to fix my headset over there.
We got promoter. We also have
Jake Paul
Dan Cam.
and Stephanie Hahn.
Yes.
Big time performance there in front of those two. And that's what will get you noticed is the promoters reacting, the promoters seeing this special ability.
They must be talking backstage, like each fighter. Like, you guys just got to knock out. All right. Bet. I got to go out there. I'm going to do it myself. Because now this is 4 fights on the prelims, 4 stoppages. They're getting more and more impressive.
Hey, but that's the thing about MVP is that it gives them the incentive to perform, you know, and this is why they're going out there all out, and that's the opportunity that MVP shows to all the fighters, and this is why they fight at their best.
What a win and what a performance for Damazian Van Houter. And again, he is a very, very young heavyweight. You're going to have to see how you move him. You don't want to progress too quickly, but at the same point, he's got the skills to pay the bills. It might be time to move him up. But it seems like we have our official decision, so let's send it into the ring with Dasha Corrette.
In the first round, at the 2-minute and 48-second mark, referee Alicia Collins has stopped this bout. Your winner by technical knockout, Damazian Mazi Van Houter.
Damazian Van Houter moves to 9-0 with 6 knockouts. Your winner by TKO.
Stand in front.
And it looks like he is standing by with our very own Sidley Scholes.
Hello, got that smile on your face. Are we feeling good?
Yeah, I feel great. I got to show people what I can do. I feel good.
I mean, from your debut to this moment right now, the change and the difference in the body and everything else in the build has grown. What are you feeling in the changes that you've seen so far in yourself?
I feel my power has changed the most. Power, speed, and my eyes are getting a little better, so I feel good.
When you go into a fight like this, obviously someone that's seasoned, they've been doing this, you're still getting in there. You are getting those fights under your belt right now too, and someone who's older than you. What are the emotions as a young kid going in?
Just making sure I listen to my coach. That's about it. I don't really feel nothing emotionally. Just make sure I'm listening and follow the game plan. So that's about it. I feel good.
Biggest note from coach was what?
He wanted me to use my feet and jab, and I didn't use my feet, but I jabbed.
We're going to start incorporating those feet more, right, on the next.
Yeah, that's it. I was going to start working them, use my feet, move my head, but I ain't have to.
The platform, we talk about this all the time. This is Prospects 14, bringing in those prospects, get the eyes on them, getting eyes on you. What does it mean to be able to be on a platform like that?
I want to thank everybody for being able to put me on here. It feels great. Everybody's watching. people I want to watch are watching, so it's happy. I'm happy for it.
Anything to the people at home that are watching you?
Thank you for everybody who tuned in. Make sure you keep watching. It's just beginning.
Hey, wait. Future. Who are we taking on next? The future's already tomorrow. Who do we want to see? What do you want to do?
Whoever my manager puts in front of me, it don't matter.
Which one's your manager over here?
Ryan Ricky.
We got that cowboy hat on, handling business in the boots. You got anything you want to say? Let him have his shine. Last thing out there to the fans.
Thank you. I love you all. Stay safe. Keep watching.
There you go. I got a winner right here in the ring. Back to you guys.
Your winner by stoppage, Demazian Van Houter. Young guy, 20 years old, got so much potential, got so much in front of him. The heavyweight division is coming alive with the young prospects, Dan.
Moses Atuma, about the same age as Van Houter, obviously on a different trajectory, but it's nice to see what's next in the heavyweight division because, Usyk is getting up there in age. Joshua got 1 foot out the door. Fury retires every other day.
What do you mean Joshua's got 1 foot out the door?
He's 34, and he said, I want to retire. You get Tyson Fury, who retires every other day. I mean, all the good heavyweights are like on the north side of 35. So I want to see who's up next. And obviously the Moses Atumas of the world are right there. Ajit Caballel as well. So I'm not saying Van Houter is anywhere near that, but it's just nice to see that there are heavyweights coming up the pipeline.
You never know where they can grow into. And, folks, it's been a fantastic preliminary card. We still have 1 fight remaining on it right before our main card. That's coming up right now.
If you or a loved one has been injured in an accident, you need a champion in your corner. We are an award-winning injury law firm with record-setting results. If you or a loved one has been injured, we're ready to fight for you. Call for a free, no-obligation consultation. 888-845-8888.
Bored of the same old content? Fansly is an open-minded adult content platform where you can find whatever you want. You don't know what you're into? Don't worry, we'll figure it out. Thanks to our Fansly for You feature, dedicated to discovering new adult content and creators. You may even find a few familiar faces with our Twitch integration. Sign up today at fansly.com/MVP.
It starts with Celsius. Feel I can feel good about. I'm gonna need it. I'm training for life. From after-school pickups to meal prep to a 12-hour night shift. I don't have time to get ready. I've got to stay ready.
Dawn Patrol starts with a Celsius. I got a whole day to seize. First it's cardio, then it's a race against the clock. Refuel. I've got 48 to do in 24.
It's 4:49 a.m. Grab a Celsius, lock in. I've got a goal to hit and a deck to conquer. A party to be the life of and all the essential energy I need to do it.
Boxing. Fighting. That's the oldest language in the world. You're not just throwing punches. You're picking up the torch from every single warrior who's ever swung.
Got some serious heavyweight business to attend to.
Yeah, I like it.
A fighter has a look in his eyes. A look that can tell over 1,000 stories. A look that says, I am not built to laugh. For I am built to break things. And that is why the fight is so sacred, because win, lose, draw, you are in the story. And in this game, that's all that matters.
The beautiful Caribe Royale Resort right here in Orlando, Florida, plays host once again to Most Viable Prospects. It's the 14th edition, and this is our home. And tonight we have had banger after banger. Ladies and gentlemen, a 4-fight KO streak to start this preliminary card. And we still have one more remaining just on our prelim card. So much more with the main card and so much more to come. But Before we get there, let's throw it to the fourth member of our team, Sibley Scholes. She has a special guest.
My special guest, we love to see him, head of boxing, Mike Leonardi. You are here. I keep thinking in my mind, wow, Prospects 14. It just keeps counting and going. A big weekend ahead of us right now, a big weekend of boxing. What is going through your mind as the man who puts these matches together and sees these boxers grow?
Man, Prospects 14, I mean, it's cliche to say, right? But it feels like yesterday. And we've had, I don't know how many come through and perform in big ways. To me, this is one of my favorite parts of the sport, right? Somebody like Corey Marksman, Ariel Perez, Jean-Paul Rivera coming back and back and back again and climbing the ladder. You know, tomorrow we got Yoani Tellez defending his interim world title, who's fought on Prospects before. I mean, that's what it's all about.
I love that there's a lot on the line for these fights, too, a lot to happen. And what is it about MVP that you guys always have a special announcement? Do you sleep? Does anyone at MVP sleep?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, we got a great sponsor in Celsius, and you know, we're just...
It's a good time. We're having a party.
Yeah, exactly. It's always fun.
For the folks at home, before we go back to the desk and to the guys taking over for the next fight, what do you want everyone to take away from this main event tonight, and what do you think we're going to see happen in that ring?
Man, Jan Paul, I think, is a future world champion. He's already ranked at a couple of the organizations, climbing the ladder, but he's still only 12-0. He's still only 24 years old. You know, Daniel Bailey, 15-2, is at probably the most experienced at a high level fighter that he's faced. Obviously, 17 pro fights. You know, he's in tremendous shape. He works extremely hard. And, you know, when we were doing the fighter meetings, Daniel said, hey, look, I feel like this is my moment. I feel like this God's calling me to show out tonight on the 22nd. So, look, he's not coming to lay down in any way, shape, or form. Like, Daniel looks at it like it's his event, right? I'm in the main event too, he's saying. So, look, I think we're going to get the best out of both guys, and it should be fireworks.
Anything you else want to say to the people? Because I know there's going to be more announcements around this weekend. That's why that smile is coming out. You guys always surprise us. Was there anything you want to say to those dedicated fans and to the newcomers coming on?
Man, I just appreciate everybody. You know, we're one of the newer promoters, but I feel like we're doing it at a very high level. You know, we're bringing in a lot of fans that are kind of newer to boxing, but that doesn't mean that, you know, we forgot about the old school boxing fan. I'm an old school boxing fan at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So I grew up on Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? So, no, we're just trying to do best of both worlds, right? You know, just bring a new age promotion, you know, put on great fights, and I feel like we have something for everybody at these shows.
It's definitely special. If y'all haven't been out to one yet, you got to come out, see it live. We're at the Caribe Royale. Prospects 14. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Sibley. Look at my man, Mike Leonardi, standing there all dressed up. He is sharp, Dave Canobio. He may not have the guns you have, but he's looking sharp tonight. And listen, that main event is a sharp one, guys. We know that. We've talked about it. Jean-Paul Rivera taking on Daniel Bailey. We know that one's going to be a big one. But, Dan, we have a spectacular fighter debuting in front of our eyes tonight. And Jamal Harvey, he's taking on Marcelo Del Aguila in a super featherweight match. Talk to me, Dan.
Jamal Harvey is probably the standout fighter from the 2024 Olympics, scooped up by MVP, probably their best signing as a prospect, but he's going right into a 6-rounder, not a 4-rounder, going right into the deep waters with a fighter who has some experience in Del Aguila. So, you know, from Harvey, it's all eyes will be on him. When you're a blue chip prospect, when you're a fighter that many expect to be a world champion one day, we always remember your debut, right, Nonito? I'm sure you remember your debut.
Oh, yes. That's 13 seconds. No, but when you get guys like that, you're very hyped, you know, especially coming in with that experience. You know, you don't know when to turn it on. You're always turning it on when you're going in there for your first time as a debuter coming in from the amateurs.
Another thing, too, with a lot of these guys that we're seeing with these amazing amateur careers is that they get fast-tracked. You know, no longer do you have to fight 15, 20 times before you find yourself in like a title eliminator. You can be fighting in your 10th fight and be in a major fight.
How important is that, though? Like, we talk about debuts and how most of the time they're not in front of the bright lights of most valuable prospects, or even here at the Caribe with all these fans. How important is it to mitigate a lot of those nerves and a lot of the hype around. I mean, I talked to Jamal this week. We had him on the boxing lab right here, and it feels like he's getting a lot of attention, a lot coming at him in a very short time frame. How do you control all that, Nonito?
It's very difficult to control it because everything, your mind's always going to play things on your head. Like, this is your first time, they got smaller gloves, no more headgear, but then you have this expectation. But then when you're in there just thinking about, you know what, I know exactly what to do in there, I've been here before, then guess what, you're going to perform according to how you train. And that's the thing about high elite fighters, is they know when to turn it on.
It's got to be a catch-22 type of thing where you want the attention, right? You want the boxing world to know that, hey, tonight is my debut. But then, all right, everyone's then watching. So you have to perform. So it's almost like if he puts up a dud, which I don't think he will, it's like, all right, I didn't really want all you guys to watch. I didn't want everyone to see that. But that's the world we're living in now.
I was going to say, there's no dress rehearsals here at Most Valuable Prospects. You put up or shut up. And I think it's one of the best things, Dan. You talked about how, you know, these high-level prospects are being fast-tracked. I like it. You know, one of the things that I've always looked at the boxing game and said, you know, can we do better is, yes, we want to give guys experience. We want to get them into position where they can be their best selves possible when that opportunity comes. But what gets you better for an opportunity than fighting guys at a high level right out of the gate and cutting your teeth in this sport?
You got to do that. That's why I like it that it's a 6-rounder. You know, we always see 4-round fights from debuts. So they're throwing them right to the deep water. You know, do a few more of these, you know, work your way up. MVP, like Mike Leonardo, what I love that he just said there is that, yes, we are putting on fights like Jake versus Tank, Jake versus Tyson, but we've done 14 prospect cards. I mean, that's a dedication to the club show, which is starting to disappear here in the U.S. So I really feel like MVP, the powers that be here, know how to move young prospects.
And I like the fact that you don't have to be an undefeated guy anymore. You, as long as you perform really well, they'll love you for it.
Well,
you get another opportunity.
Losing your second pro fight.
Yes.
I mean, I would go and talk to all fighters. But guys, I lost my second pro fight,
correct.
and I went on to have a Hall of Fame career.
It's one of the biggest things that's needed to change in boxing is the worry about losing the O, and I think it has. But speaking of high-level matchups, obviously we're very excited about Jamal Harvey. But we have a WBA Continental Americas title fight here tonight, and we'll talk about what that means in a second, but it is between Yoelvis Gomez and Edwin Humani. That WBA Continental Americas title, Dan, speak to the people about what that means.
Right. There's a lot of belts in boxing. We know it's a problem, but it can also help fighters. In order to get into the top 15, you have to win a regional title. And if Yoelvis Gomez could win this fight tonight, he can get closer and closer to a top 15 ranking. And when you're in the top 15 is when you can really start moving. And Nonito, you can attest to that.
It inspires you. You're motivated, you know, and I think that's the big difference and why the belts are there too, just even intercontinental, national belts or whatever it may be. But when you have it, you want more of it.
Another shove.
A shoving game between Gomez and Humani. You know, this is going to be a big fight, knowing that these guys have that animosity between each other, but both of those guys can really crack as well.
I mean, you see the shove off there. They know how important this moment is. We're talking about Yoelvis Gomez, and of course, he's a big star. He's someone that we want to see move on. But this is the same thing for Edwin Humani. He is fighting for that belt as well. Both guys, similar record, similar knockouts. That's why you see that emotion, that animosity. It isn't just about going and winning another fight. This is about taking your career to the next level, and it's important to these guys, and it's why we do that here on Prospect.
Yeah, we tend to focus on the A side, but Edwin Humani is a lot on the line for him.
And how many B side guys have we seen come in here and take that opportunity and run with it?
Right, look, he's got 7 knockouts, 14 knockouts between these two fighters, and they have under 20 fights.
This is the platform. If you aren't the biggest name yet, if you haven't had the opportunity you want just yet, you come on to Prospects and you make a name for yourself. I mean, we bring him up all the time, but Julian Quiet Storm Smith came in here and took over the show multiple times and got himself in a great position. His career is going amazing because of it. And Nonito, you know as well as anybody, it just takes one fight. It just takes sitting in front of Jake Paul and the Keith, whoever it is that's watching this at home, to put your career into the next stratosphere.
But that's the difference between MVP and other promotions, is because they're giving opportunity for your performance. You know, when I lost my second fight, I was the B-side the whole time. I was the guy who was a short notice. You know, they'll throw in 2 days in, 1 day, 1 week. You know, but I always perform. But even though I perform every single time, I was always that journeyman until they said, okay, I can't get rid of this kid. Right. But with MVP, when you show up and you show your skills and how you are in here, guess what? I'm going to give you a chance. And that's the beauty of what this promotion has done for everybody.
All it takes is a chance. And again, That's one of the big fights we have on this card. So many big ones to come. But the fourth member of our team at Sibley Skulls, she's standing by with a guest. We'll come right back to her just in 1 second right here at MVP Prospects 14.
Boxing, fighting, that's the oldest language in the world. You're not just throwing punches. You're picking up the torch from every single warrior who has ever swung.
Got some serious heavyweight business to attend to.
Yeah, I like it.
A fighter has a look in his eyes. A look that can tell over 1,000 stories. A look that says, I am not built to laugh. For I am built to break things. And that is why the fight is so sacred, because win, lose, draw, you are in the story. Let's get ready. And in this game, that's all that matters.
We're at the Caribe Royale Resort here in Orlando, Florida for Most Valuable Prospects number 14. 4 fights in, we have 4 knockouts. And speaking of knockouts, speaking of high-level performers, the fourth member of our team, Sibley Skulls, is standing by with a very special guest.
That's right, guys. We are here, and I feel like I gotta bow down at the moment you come into the screen. It is the queen, the one and only. Our champ is in the building, Amanda Serrano. How are you feeling being here tonight?
I am super excited, super proud to be here, to be part of MVP. You know, this is one of my babies, and I'm proud and happy to see everybody on this card. We had 2 nights, so tomorrow we have the women putting on the show again, and I'm just happy.
You've got fighters that you manage that have, one has already gone in there and taken a win. You've got others that are going in as well. What does it mean now to be in that phase of your career too? You're still in the game, you're fighting, you're doing everything, and now you're managing, and you've got all these other accolades and accomplishments going on.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to be on the outside than it is in the inside. I get so nervous for them. But listen, I feel like a proud mom, just to see them go out there and get this platform, get the pay that they deserve. MVP, I think, is the best team in the game right now, and I'm proud, I'm happy that they're going to continue to do the best that they can do and be on this spotlight.
You know what's cool about seeing everything I've done just with you personally, being around you and watching you grow and everything, and the fans gravitate towards you like you have been all over since you started? The pay gap that you have brought to the forefront of saying, hey, an MVP, this is what we deserve as women, this is what we deserve as fighters. I love seeing that now, because a lot of people are noticing, oh, we weren't getting paid what we deserve. Is it nice to be in that conversation and be one of those pioneers of showing that you do deserve this?
Yeah, 100%. I have to give all the credit to Nikisa and Jake Paul for signing MVP. When we first signed with them, I told them what I was getting paid, and they couldn't believe it. And they said, well, with us, you're going to get paid the best pay. My first fight with Jake Paul was my biggest payday, and it just got bigger and bigger from there. So they know the struggle that women's been through, and they want to help. And that's why I am super proud to be part of MVP, because they're here to help.
What have you learned about yourself through all of this process, having this special connection and deal that you have, agreement with MVP, and this business itself? What have you learned about you?
That hard work pays off, you know, and there was times where I used to train hard and ask myself, why am I doing this? There was no light at the end of the tunnel, but hard work pays off. Greatness requires sacrifice. I sacrificed my life for this sport, and finally it paid off. It took Jake Paul and Nakisa Badarian, MVP, to change my life, to change the sport of women's boxing, and I couldn't be prouder.
Let's talk about Puerto Rico in the main event tonight. Rivera, Bailey, what do you think is going down tonight in that ring?
Listen, I have to go with my Boricuas. You know, I've been a fan of John Paul since the first time I saw him. He's a great fighter, not just because he's a Boricua, but he has talent, he has power, and I'm excited to come to see him tonight, to sit down and enjoy a great fight.
And I'm just going to be greedy and ask another question about tomorrow. You said we got the women showing up and showing out. What can we expect from Saturday?
Fireworks. The women are going to steal the show like we always do. And I can't be prouder because we have about 3-4 women on the card, and that's just truly amazing. We can see how much we changed the sport, and I'm happy to see there, to sit there as a fan and enjoy these fights.
Do you get to take a break ever?
A little, maybe a week or so.
No vacations planned?
No, I haven't had a vacation, but you know, spending time with my family, that's my downtime. So I've been having a great time. MVP is my family, so I'm enjoying the nights here.
There you go. I know you're going to get ringside and watch the fights. Before we go, can we get a close-up at all? Look, I'm trying to direct cameras here. That MVP bling, baby. Thank you, Amanda. Back to you guys.
There she is. The real deal, Amanda Serrano, part of the empire MVP is building, not just in women's boxing, but on a daily basis in the sport. You see Jake Paul centerfold there. One thing you can say is that he and Nakisa Badarian have used his star to shine all on these prospects. Not only we have tonight, but a part of the most valuable promotions team. All the way through in the last couple of years, they've taken their fighters and taken the game over. But tonight, we have so many more prospects to show you guys. We'll be right back with some more action.
If you or a loved one has been injured in an accident, you need a champion in your corner. We are an award-winning injury law firm with record-setting results. If you or a loved one has been injured, we're ready to fight for you. Call for a free, no-obligation consultation. 888-845-8888.
It starts with Celsius. Feel I can feel good about. I'm gonna need it. I'm training for life. From after-school pickups to meal prep to a 12-hour night shift. I don't have time to get ready. I've got to stay ready.
Dawn Patrol starts with a Celsius. I got a whole day to seize. First it's cardio, then it's a race against the clock. Refuel. I've got 48 to do in 24.
It's 4:49 a.m. Grab a Celsius, lock in. I've got a goal to hit and a deck to conquer. A party to be the life of and all the essential energy I need to do it.
Bored of the same old content? Fansly is an open-minded adult content platform where you can find whatever you want. You don't know what you're into? Don't worry, we'll figure it out. Thanks to our Fansly for You feature, dedicated to discovering new adult content and creators. You may even find a few familiar faces with our Twitch integration. Sign up today at fansly.com/MVP.
He wears people down, makes them work. You struggle to find many fitter fighters in the UK.
Jack Rafferty gets the job done. And he's all over the place here.
That's a great shot.
He was hurt by that. He just looked massive. He looked powerful. Jack Rafferty proves why he's a beast.
Most valuable prospects 14 already underway. We've had a fantastic night, as it's been 4 fights, 4 knockouts on just our preliminary card. We haven't even started the main card yet. And folks, the action doesn't even stop tonight. Dan, you were talking about it a second ago. 20 fights you got to call, and that includes tomorrow as MVP puts on their first fight night. That right there is another step they are taking to make MVP one of the best in the business. Tomorrow night is going to be a fun one.
Oh, yeah. We got Yankee Oliveira taking on Angelino Cordova. That is for the WBA interim flyweight world title. Yoenis Tellez comes back, and he is rumored to be fighting Boots Ennis next. Woo! He's got him in his crosshair. Stephanie Hahn will be stepping into the ring, and she is rumored to be fighting Holly Holm. Lucas Body, who at the 2024 Knockout of the Year is on this card. And to kick things off, the Golden Hulk, Ariel Perez taking on Chris Avila. I mean, this is a stacked card. I mean, MVP keeps moving it forward and forward, and you said something there really important. Like, Jake Paul is going to be fighting Gervonta Davis, and that takes up a lot of attention for what MVP is doing. But what fans don't realize, or maybe they do, some don't, is that we're also putting on fight nights. We're also putting on prospect cards. I know Jake gets a lot of the attention, but this is a full functioning promotional company, and I'm really excited to see our first fight night Saturday night right here on DAZN.
Back-to-back right here at the Caribe as well. And even on that main card, that's 3 title fights. There's one more, that's 4 title fights, and there's 1 title eliminator, but we're not there quite yet, folks. Hold your horses, because we have a main card of our own to get to, and that starts in just a little bit as we have Yoelvis Gomez taking on Edwin Humani in a WBA Continental Americas title at super welterweight. That's kicking off the main card. Then we go to Jamal Harvey, the USA Olympian, highly touted prospect. He'll be taking on Marcelo Del Aguila. And in our co-main event, we have Corey Marksman making his return to Most Valuable Prospects as he takes on Luis Martinez. And that main event we keep salivating over. It is John Paul Rivera versus Daniel Bailey. And folks, we are just moments away from our final preliminary bout on the night. It's Tyree Jones and Alex Rios. That's the last one on the prelims. You don't want to miss it. Come right back.
If you or a loved one has been injured in an accident, you need a champion in your corner. We are an award-winning injury law firm with record-setting results. If you or a loved one has been injured, we're ready to fight for you. Call for a free, no-obligation consultation. 888-845-8888.
Bored of the same old content? Fansly is an open-minded adult content platform where you can find whatever you want. You don't know what you're into? Don't worry, we'll figure it out. Thanks to our Fansly for You feature, dedicated to discovering new adult content and creators. You may even find a few familiar faces with our Twitch integration. Sign up today at fansly.com/MVP.
It starts with Celsius. Feel I can feel good about. I'm gonna need it. I'm training for life. From after-school pickups to meal prep to a 12-hour night shift. I don't have time to get ready. I've got to stay ready.
Dawn Patrol starts with a Celsius. I got a whole day to seize. First it's cardio, then it's a race against the clock. Refuel. I've got 48 to do in 24.
It's 4:49 a.m. Grab a Celsius, lock in. I've got a goal to hit and a deck to conquer. A party to be the life of, and all the essential energy I need to do it.
Boxing. Fighting. That's the oldest language in the world. You're not just throwing punches. You're picking up the torch from every single warrior who has ever swung.
Got some serious heavyweight business to attend to.
Yeah, I like it.
A fighter has a look in his eyes. A look that can tell over 1,000 stories. A look that says, I am not built to laugh. For I am built to break things. And that is why the fight is so sacred, because win, lose, draw, you are in the story. Let's get ready to rumble! And in this game, that's all that matters.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Most Valuable Prospects 14. We have had a star-studded preliminary card here. It has been action-packed as we head into our final prelim. But before we do, I think we need to show you what I'm talking about. 4 fights in, we have 4 stoppages. It's been incredible to start. So let's just go ahead and recap it. As we started the night off with Pedro Conceicao landing probably the knockout of the year, Dan Canovio?
It's either that or Brian Norman's knockout of Jin Sasaki, but it's definitely in the discussion.
That was unbelievable. Viamonte did get to his stool, got to his feet. Good to see that, but what a performance for Conceicao to start the night. Then we had Sebastian Juarez destroying Luis Hernandez, continuously punishing him with big-time shots, Nonito.
I mean, that's something that these guys have shown up. They've shown up with maturity as a young kid, as a young fighter as well.
Speaking of maturity and young fighters, how about our third fight on the night? Carlos De Leon taking on Hamilton Blandon, and Carlos left no real time for anything other than just damage and violence, Dan. It was one-way traffic from start to finish.
One-way traffic, a lot of poise, also a lot of power. Really nice performance from De Leon.
Carlos De Leon making a statement in his fight tonight. And again, that made number 3, so that meant we had one left if you're adding it up at home. And that void was filled by none other than the heavyweights. Anytime 201 plus steps into the ring, everybody gets a little quieter and pays attention a little more. And that's what happened in our heavyweight bout between Demazian Van Houter and Colby Madison. It took one right hand from Demazian Mazzy Van Houter, and that was all she wrote. 20 years old, he's got a bright future. And again, like I said, it's been all highlights all night. 4 fights, 4 stoppages, and the last one being the big boys, the heavyweights. You like to see a little sportsmanship there from Van Houter, but he got the job done in epic fashion. And it seems like when you come on to MVP Prospects, that's the name of the game. Who's going to put that performance on that stands out amongst the rest? And folks, as you can see it there, we're on a streak. But we have one more remaining. An 8-round super lightweight bout between Tyree Jones and Alex Rios. And our tale of the tape for our main event of the preliminary card. Like I said, Tyree Jones versus Alex Rios. Jones, 4 years older, 2.5 inches taller. Everything else goes the way of Rios with a little bit of a weight advantage. We'll call it a 0.4. But he's also coming back to Prospects. It's going to be an epic main event of our prelims. Let's send it down to Dasha Corrette as she introduces our fighters.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is your preliminary bout main event time. Let me hear ya! We find ourselves 8 rounds in the super lightweight division. Making his way to the red corner from St. Cloud, Florida, by way of Viamonte, Puerto Rico, Alex Rios.
He's got like the full 50 Cent outfit on.
Well, Dan, I was going to say, you know, when Alex Rios shows up to Prospects, it's always a show with the walkout. It was the Mario Brothers one time. There was some action figures another, and now he walks out to the 50 Cent.
This is more my speed.
This is what you like, representing New York.
Queens, baby.
By the way, he's got jorts on for his fight shorts. You see that?
Oh,
that's amazing.
That's a Stephen Fulton move. Stephen Fulton did that in his last one. Yeah. This is a 50 Cent. This is an ode to 2003 when I was in high school listening to this.
Middle school, you mean?
No,
grade school, elementary school, preschool.
High school. I like the jorts.
It's a great look for Alex Rios.
I love this.
He's a showman when he walks in, but he's also a showman in the ring. We've had him here at Prospects. He's had some tough fights tonight. He's got all he can handle in Tyree Jones, but he looks equipped for war.
And his opponent, making his way to the blue corner from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Tyree Jones.
Not to be outdone. With his walkout, Tyree Jones is the big bad wolf in this main event of the preliminary card. A lot of confidence yesterday at the weigh-ins, and right now he's howling to the moon, calling his fans on. Nonito, he's 13-0 with 7 knockouts. Definitely favored. Breaking the chains as he walks in.
Well, the thing about it is that he has something, and has a lot of expectation coming in there because Rios has fought everybody. So for him, he wants to show up and prove to everybody that he's better than the guys that have beaten Rios before.
Your preliminary main event is set for 8 rounds in the super lightweight division. Brought to you by FanDuel. Play your game. Fansly, the best 18 and over content creator site. Head on over to fansly.com/MVP for exclusive event content. And Celsius, Live Fit, Essential Energy. Our judges for this bout are Frederick Flutie, Alvaro Rodriguez, and Harold Hunt. Our referee is Christopher Young. Future champions are created by the most valuable prospects. Fighting to my left in the red corner, wearing jean trunks with an official weigh-in of 139.8 pounds and a record of 9 victories, 2 defeats, 3 of those victories by knockout. From St. Cloud, Florida, by way of Viamonte, Puerto Rico, Alex Rios. And his opponent, fighting to my right in the blue corner, wearing black and red trunks with an official weigh-in of 139.4 pounds and an undefeated record of 13 victories, 7 of those victories by knockout. From Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Tyree Jones.
Okay, gentlemen, listen. Everything will be good here. Everything's good here. Jimmy, shooting instruction in the dressing room. Tough, clean fight. Give him commands of all the time. Excel of all the time. Touch him up.
Your main event of our preliminary card, 8 rounds in the super lightweight division between Tyree Jones and his opponent, Alex Rios.
The stare down.
It's intense, man.
Very, very
it's intense. 2 showmen, but they're ready to get down.
A lot of staring down. Now they're going to fight. They're going to throw down.
Round 1. Here we go.
They're coming in very aggressive. Jones coming in with, throwing that jabs.
Well, listen, they're just like us. They've seen the fights before them. That's got to get them jacked up and ready to go in this main event. And also, there's a lot on the line here, right? You're fighting right in front of the brass. Oh, big left hook there from Tyree Jones. You're fighting in front of Jake, in front of Amanda Serrano. She's ringside. You want to put on a great performance in your spot.
And you want to show up, get that money. You know,
the
bonus.
bonus.
What it's about right there. Oh, nice.
Good uppercut.
One thing we're seeing right away, Nonito, is they're right in the phone booth. Like, they're not fighting from a distance. They're getting right in each other's grill, right in each other's stuff, and they are throwing.
Well, with Jones, he's familiar of how Rios fight. And Rios only does what he does. So he's coming in there with that familiarity. But Rios, he's going to do whatever he needs to do. He's a tough guy. I've sparred with him before as well. Tough guy.
That's a great point.
Good overhand.
A beautiful right hand.
Tyree Jones, both guys getting to work here and landing some flush shots. As we're going back and forth, there's almost no break in the action. That's a double right hand there from Tyree Jones.
No break in the action, and they're fighting in a phone booth.
And Nonito, you talked about it. You know, Jones wants to measure himself by his performance versus Alex Rios, not just in winning the fight, but there's some big names that have fought Alex Rios and beat him in very close fights that you may set yourself up for. Obviously, you don't want to look too far ahead as Rios now gets on the front foot.
Rios is landing those big shots. But yeah, like you said, you know, there's an expectation that he wants to give to people of the people that have defeated Rios that he is better than them. You know, he's going in there with aggressiveness. He's going in there with power and speed. But you can't be greedy about it because Rios is a fighter. Rios is a tough guy, and he's going to do what he needs to do to tire you out. But he's going to try to land those big shot counter like just how he did just now. Counter, catch and shoot. That's something that you got to be wary about with Rios.
I was going to say, it's almost like Tyree Jones is willing to play this game with Alex Rios, but this is where Rios lives. Instead of boxing on the outside, instead of being able, that was a nice shot right there.
It's a dangerous place to live, Wade.
Yeah.
Because Jones has power.
And I think that the advantage with Jones is if he uses his speed really well, he can take the shots in between Rios. Because Rios, you know, he's a little bit slower and he throws a little bit wider shots. But you know what? I have to say, the Rios that we're seeing right now is actually better than the Rios that we've seen previously. You know,
what do you see?
I mean, he's just very composed. He's moving a little bit more. He's not too careless about things. You know, he got his defense up. As before, he just kept coming in and get caught with big shots.
Up jab right there from Tyree Jones. Beautiful slip off the inside and land out. He's been on the move the entirety of the first round. But there's another beautiful jab, and he gets out of range. And that one's what we call a punctuation mark. As we end this round, it's been a back and forth. It's been a little nasty. It's been a little violent. But a great first round that barely had any break in between anything. It was all action.
There's a lot of gas there in that first round.
And I like what Rios is doing with those body shots. Those body shots is probably going to pay off if he continues with it. But the speed that Jones has is going to pay off if he's throwing the jabs a lot and to set his opponent up. And here we go again with Rios coming in with those body shots. Just try to take out that speed from Jones. But here's Jones holding on. And then, you know, again with the same thing with that body. And Jones holding on in terms of nullifying the punches that Rios can do inside those distance.
Yeah, Rios definitely trying to bully, but sometimes when you go forward, you meet force with force, and he's got a shiner under that right eye, his left eye already. And that has to be, you'd think, from him being super aggressive, trying to close that distance, and some of those right hands from Tyree Jones that got through. Definitely left a mark on him. And there's another one to start the round.
And the body shot, too. Jones is doing really well with throwing to the top and then coming underneath, you know, with the body shots, because sometimes you don't really see it. You know, you're getting hit in the head, but then there's a body shot that comes after, you know, that's going to hurt you.
Rios trying to track him down. Great head movement, but he has Jones kind of caught in the corner here.
And that's, you see how he tries to trap him, Rios, by out, and so trapping him in that corner, but Jones was able to get out.
It's a nice jab, and then Jones evades again the attack of Rios. There's a nice right hand from Rios. He lands a flush one there. Jones right back on the jab, right back to what's given him all the success in the first and the start of the second round here. It's that jab level change. And then we get right back to what they were doing again in the first, Dan, is that phone booth.
Yeah, we're starting to see some patterns here. It's the jab of Jones and Rios coming in with the hooks.
The overhand rights that lands on Jones sometimes, and then he would come down with body shots.
Both guys swing there in the pocket, and now Rios tries to get on his jab.
The thing with Rios is he's staying in the pocket, right? And because he wants to land, but I feel like he's staying in there just a smidge too long because Jones caught him there on the way out.
Well, you're seeing Tyree Jones try to utilize, even though Alex Rios is throwing in bunches right now, instead of going just jab right hand, you're starting to see the 2-1 come out. You're starting to see a little bit of that up jab off the back. Rios lands a big one, and then Tyree Jones comes back and lands a big one of his own.
Because they're staying in range. They're able to both land there.
But this is where Rios is more effective because at a distance with the speed with the faster guy, you'll get hit every single time. But Rios is cutting that distance short where he can land first, hit. Even though he gets hit, he's still going to be able to hit his opponent as well, as compared to having a distance where his opponent is being able to control him with punches.
It's good feints right there. Step in, lead hand uppercut from Tyree Jones. And Alex Rios is made of iron because he ate that one flush. What a shot right there. And then Rios gets right back on that front foot. And he lands a left hook of his own.
Rios is definitely a fighter, but Jones is very skillful when it comes down to it. I think he should have a different approach. Maybe a jab to the bottom, to the top, mix it all up. And a little bit of feints here and there as well.
Rios now getting his shots off as he's looking to throw combinations and land flush. He had a 1-2-1 there. A little slick jab right hand back to the jab that caught Jones off guard just a little bit. Another great back and forth round here in the second.
Again, I like what Rios is doing with the body shot. Coming in there, trying to slow down the faster fighter.
There's our second round in the books. And I'll tell you what, Dan, it's close.
I thought Rios won that round, but you're right. It was a very competitive 10-9 round for Rios. I like what Jones did too, what Nonito just alluded to, is starting to dedicate some work to the body, because Rios is the faster fighter. So you're going to have to slow him down somehow.
Remember, you're boxing still with your partner. You box, come behind the jab. Come behind the base, come behind the jab.
And here goes that jab, but that overhand. But because Rios is giving that distance where he can also hit, he may get hit with something, but he's able to hit his opponent because of the distance that he's putting himself with Jones.
Some big combinations in that last round for both fighters. Alex Rios landed some big-time left hooks as well.
I think with this round, as a corner of Jones, is to throw some feints in there. Have Rios kind of get pulled in and then counter it off with that. And then, you know, combination could be thrown and then get out.
Because you know Alex Rios wants to come in anyway.
Yep.
So bait him in with some of those feints, some of those jabs, and then capitalize versus just sitting down and throwing punches.
Right. Because as you see right now, Rios is going in high guard. So if you reel him, pull him in a little bit, he'll open up. And when he does, to reach in, he's going to get caught with it because his hands is out from away from his face.
Right.
Oh, boy.
My goodness. They both trade left hooks and both got hurt.
It was Jones that was staggered, though.
Yeah,
Jones was goodness. You can see the power that Rios has in that lead hand, Dan.
Rios has the power advantage. I was looking, it took me 3 rounds to kind of figure it out. I kind of knew heading in that Rios probably had the power advantage, but just seeing so far, him willing to stand and trade Nonito.
But that's the difference.
Alex Rios landed some big punches right now, and Jones had to get out of that.
See, the thing about Jones is he's not using those jabs and the feints. He's staying in there. So when he stays in there, guess what? You're going to get hit with the big shots.
He's fighting Rios' type of fight.
And this is what we talked about early on in the fight, is that he was welcoming that kind of action, but Alex Rios taking advantage of it.
He's been way more effective jabbing and moving.
Absolutely. And it seems like that's going to be the way forward as we're in this 3rd round of 8, but every time he commits to that phone booth fight, the left hook finds a home from Alex Rios.
Well, that's a distance. He is in mid-range where
there it is again.
He doesn't get hit. Body shot by Rios.
And do you also,
now here comes Jones to the right hand.
Here it comes. Lydia, do you feel like Rios is blistering?
Oh my goodness gracious, they are going back and forth. Big time shots. Both guys land hooks. Jones upstairs, then Rios, then Jones. What a fight.
If Rios can shift his wrist rather than slapping up with that hook, it'll be more devastating.
Oh my goodness. Chopping left hook from Rios.
This is Rios'
area. Shift his wrist, like get more snap on it?
Yeah. And then it'll be more
almost like a whip.
Devastating, yes.
Look at some blood coming down the right eye of Rios.
In the phone booth for at least the last 45 seconds continuously there. That was insane to see. And they separate and right back.
I would say 90% of this fight has been fought at very close range.
Incredible.
And I feel like Rios made a decision, like, I don't think Jones can hurt me, so I'm willing to get into this range, stay in this range.
Well, at the same time, this is the only thing that he can really do. I mean, Jones can box. Jones he got quicker speed, so he has to do what he's doing right now. And because Jones is complying, is able to land those shots, Rios is.
Great. Yeah, he's complying. That's
nice left hook again from Alex Rios. He's starting to land with more force and ferocity. There's another right hand on the break.
Rios is definitely taking it to him.
Alex Rios is turning it up in these last 2 rounds, and it seems like out of the 2 of them, and look at it now, he's dancing in his corner. Out of the 2 fighters, it does feel like when Alex Rios lands, he lands with more authority, he lands with more power and more effect on Tyree Jones, and I think it's almost one of those things, Dan, and you're hearing his corner really get upset about it, as we'll listen in here.
You letting this bitch get away, okay? You letting him get away.
You can kind of hear the corner. They're very upset with Tyree Jones because of stuff like this right here.
And he's starting to get himself into a little bit of a hole because his best way to win this fight is to jab and move. And if you're down 3 rounds to nothing, you're going to have to start taking risks. You're going to have to start opening up, which is going to play right into the game plan of Rios.
And it seems like that's what he's already done. He's already taken risks. He's already accepted that this is what he wants to do. And I think Nonito, you can speak to it better than I can. It's a bit of a pride thing, right? You get caught with one, you're like, no, man, he can't hurt me. I'm going back in there. And eventually,
Yeah,
you find yourself in a bad spot.
Right, exactly.
Well, we have the fourth member of our team, Claudia Trejo, standing by. Claudia, what are you seeing?
Oh, no, I got the coach right here. He's using that left. How efficient does he need to be, La Mole, right now?
Just keep being smart. Like I said, we're going 8 rounds. He hasn't been 8 rounds like this before with somebody like us. We've been there. We're going to keep working. Like I said, it's only round 4, so we keep making them drown. He got to swim out 8 rounds.
Thank you very much, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Claudia. That's the corner of Alex Rios. Stay patient. Keep doing what he's doing. We got a long fight ahead of us. All good things you want to hear out of the corner of Alex Rios.
But Rios just got caught with that big overhand right from Jones.
Just as we were saying that, Jones came out on fire, remotivated by his corner in between rounds. There's a nice left hook again, though, from Rios.
So he's going to have to find that hybrid, Jones. He's going to have to be able to box in spots and be able to win these exchanges that Rios likes to be in.
And I think he's starting to slow down because he's fighting a fight that's not his fight.
Right.
So Rios is just going to be able to catch him every time because he can't step back anymore. As before, he was able to box a little bit here and there, move laterally. But right now, you see, he's like quicksand. He's feeling quicksand right now.
And Rios is like getting to second, third gear. You know, he's fighting his fight. He's very comfortable. He's dancing in the corner.
Yeah.
He's comfortable.
There's another left hook off the back foot from Rios, and Jones now takes a right hand as well. Another right hand, and you see the legs are starting to get a little bit heavier from Tyree Jones right now.
He's feeling quicksand right now. And
Rios is dancing. He's dancing. He's shuffling right now. Confidence is growing in Alex Rios. Can Tyree Jones turn the tide back? Because like you said, Dan, he may be falling a little bit behind this tidal wave in front of him.
Yeah, he's losing rounds, and I've seen the fight slip away from him. Kind of probably thinking a lot right now. What do I do? Do I jab? Do I move? Do I slug?
And sometimes if you're not used to this kind of fight, guess what? You're gonna feel everything of it, and then your mind is gonna be like, "Man, I'm tired already." You know, you have all this thing that's going through your mind, and then plus you got the thing with your coach that you want to follow.
Oh, big shots right there from Tyree Jones. He lands a left hook.
Yeah, that's what he's got to do. He's got to get the attention of Rios. He might be losing these rounds, but when it gets to this point, you've got to land something of note to make Rios think a little bit in there.
Looked like Alex Rios got a little comfortable dropping those hands and going to the body a little too much and paid for it there.
Beauty of boxing, right? You got to go ahead of himself, so dancing a little bit gets right.
And that sometimes, can be the problem with something to prove all the time, Especially with your opponent, you're trying to break him down by allowing him to see that, I got the energy, I got this and that. Oh, good body shot.
Goodness gracious. Alex Rios is teeing off to the body with the lead and backhand. And just again, he's playing bully ball right now.
But because Jones, good look from Rios. Jones is letting Rios get in there and get hit with those shots. He should be able to get hit with those shots if he moves around.
What a round. A good back and forth, but again, we talked about a tie turning in this fight. It does seem to be that way for Alex Rios. Let's go ahead and listen into the corner of Tyree Jones.
Stretch it out, buddy. It's too short. Okay? He getting away from it every single time. That hook is getting too short.
You did better that round. Counterpunch. You landed some good shots.
How you feel? How you feel? Breathe.
Keep going.
Breathe.
You're doing
Breathe.
hell of a round.
Breathe.
You gotta do something, Tyree.
But you gotta pick your shots now. You gotta pick your shots. Okay? You gotta be for sure shots now. Okay? Because we missed a lot. I think we down. I think we down. We down on the card.
And that's some great, honest corner work right there from Tyree Jones' corner. And what they're seeing is what we're seeing. Alex Rios firing off and landing big-time shots round by round. And they were honest and said, listen, we're down right now. We think we're down. And as we take a look, Dan, talk to me about these scorecards.
Yeah, I have it 4-0 for Rios. 40-36. Some of those competitive rounds early on, but Rios is starting to pull away, and we're seeing a little bit of exhaustion on the side.
What's the saying, Nonito? Fatigue makes cowards of us all. When you're in there and you're dead tired and you know that there's not much you got left, how much of a panic goes through your mind as to what you got in front of you?
For the inexperienced fighter, definitely. You're fighting with yourself. You're fighting with your body. Your body's trying to take control and say, hey, man, I'm tired already. So this is the moment where you're like, man, this is a tough dude. This is a tough dude. Now you're in the negative thinking about all of this stuff, and this is why you're staying. Your legs are your mind and your body is this is the biggest opponent you're fighting right now, not the guy in front of you.
haven't seen Jones really switch it up. Like, all right, let me go to jab. Let me go back to my bread and butter. Let me just try around boxing and see if I can maybe steal one here and change the momentum of this fight. He's kind of doing the same thing every round now. It's not going to help to change the tide.
He's in this moment that he believes that he's tired. His body's telling him that he's tired. His mind is telling him, man, I'm tired. I'm fighting with myself. I got this. So all of that stuff is where Jones is, battling why he's not performing the way he could.
I've seen him pretty exclusively on that lead hand this round. He's trying to circle and move behind that jab. Rios is just doing a great job behind his jorts and his jab of cutting off Tyree Jones and sticking body shots on him like that right there.
And those body shots are going to be paying a little bit.
That chopping right hand to the body. And now you've gotten yourself, and we talked about this with Dan just a second ago, you've gotten yourself behind on the card, so you can't just jab and move.
Yeah.
You're going to have to stand there and fight.
That's what I said earlier. Like, for Jones, his best chance to win is to jab and move, but he has to also win rounds, and it's risky.
Well, he thought that he was going to be able to
do this,
to put his power in there to scare off Rios and slow him down, but it backfired on him.
2-1 there.
Yes, 2-1.
Beautiful shot there.
Yeah, but now he's in this in between where he's just trying to do the same thing and he's losing rounds. But like you said, he's tired, he's exhausted, he's thinking.
And every time there is this moment where he gets caught on the ropes, that's Alex Rios' opportunity to land massive combinations, and all that work you just did with your lead hand trying to move, it almost gets taken away from him.
Yeah, Rios is also slowed down a little bit in this round. Maybe he's using this round to kind of catch his breath. Still winning the round, too.
Just landed a left hook, and now he's walking down another left hook from Alex Rios, and a left hook right hand from Rios. He chops to the body, left hook upstairs, lead hand, counter left hook from Alex Rios, and it hurt him bad at the end of the round.
Well, I guess he isn't taking off this round.
He is dancing his way back to the corner. The corner's confident. They are loving this performance.
Maybe he took off 2 minutes and 50 seconds because that was pretty impressive, that last sequence.
Let's listen in to Rios' corner and see what they have to say.
Look at him. Look at him. Now's when we start drowning his ass.
Now.
We start drowning his ass.
Here. Remember. Here. He's dead, but he's not that dead. We got to put his ass on the fucking canvas.
Put him in the dirt.
Let's go.
Smart. Smart. Vamos para lo grande, cabrón. Vamos para lo grande, ¿ok? Vamos para lo grande, ¿ok? Y tienes que hacerlo.
Come behind the jab. Come behind the jab. Come behind the face.
No te confíes.
We'll apologize for the language there, but you're fired up in the corner. Sometimes the little things, they come out.
He said something I love. He's dead, but he's not that dead.
We got to go and finish the job.
I actually like that a lot because you can tell your fighter that these guys got nothing left, or like let's also still be a little cautious too. So he's dead, but he's not that dead.
In translation, meaning, hey, let's still be aggressive. We got him right where we want him, but let's not let our foot off the gas.
Yeah. Don't be careless.
And there's a big right hand, but look at this. Tyree Jones answering the bell and starting to try to fire back in this round because, again, I don't think the jab and move is going to be it. No, Nito, I think he's going to have to get in there and dog it out now.
Yeah. He can't move his leg as much anymore. And, he's been fighting this way. Oh, good counter hook.
Big hook from Rios.
Left hook by Rios.
But again, if we're talking about him being down on the cards, there's not much time left. You kind of got to go for it.
You have to go for it, and by doing so, see, the thing that Jones is doing is he's staying in there, he's throwing his punches, but he's not making it effective enough because he's getting caught in between those shots, and that's what's slowing him down.
Alex Rios right now is flowing, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go. We took it to the fifth fight for Wade to jump flow state.
Flow state time, baby.
He waves at Jake while he was punching.
Big right hand and a left hand behind it, and another left hook. And it's just non-stop pressure right now.
Rios got to throw something back.
Oh my goodness, Rios is teeing off.
Well,
Jones is getting pushed around. He's getting bullied.
And he better say.
Referee's taking a look.
He hasn't thrown a
left hook.
He hasn't thrown much back in the last 10 seconds.
Rios walked into one there, but he just keeps firing.
He literally walked into that shot.
And a left hook again.
Body hook. Left hook to the body. Right hook to the body. Left hook to the head. That landed both. Devastating. Good body shot by Jones.
Here comes Tyree Jones trying to potentially look to gas out Rios and then fire back on his own, but if what we've seen over 6 rounds is any indication, Rios has got a lot left in the tank.
But see, this is Rios' fight. This is how he fights. This is where he takes advantage of his opponent if they stay in front of him, because he's not as fast as the other guy, but because he's sitting in there, he's able to land those shots to slow him down. Rios is not a one-punch knockout guy, but he's the guy that will drown you, like his corner was saying. Let's drown him, and this is what he's trying to do, is drown him.
Oh, look at this, though. As Tyree Jones starts to mount some offense. Now he's on the front foot, and he's looking to walk down Alex Rios a bit here.
Just watch out in between. That's exactly what we're going to watch out for, because he's walking in there without defense, that he's going to get caught with those big shots, and he did get caught with those big shots.
Rios now trying to chop at the body, and it's back and forth. Look at the angle switch. Looking for the left hook to the body, not quite there. 19 seconds left here in this 6th round. It's been all action, all fight between these two. Oh, nice left hook again from Jones. Chopping right hand, Rios.
Jones is not used to this type of fight. He's exhausted. Oh, just got caught. He got rocked with that hook, with that left hook.
And again, another just swing fest between two guys. And if you are Tyree Jones, you threw a lot at Alex Rios there, and you had some success. I don't know if it's disheartening or it makes you confident that you landed something, but it just wasn't enough to really do anything in that round.
Well, the body language that he has shown is very frustrating. He's very, very tired. You know, whatever he did is just frustrating him, because he can't do what he wants in terms of, like, hurt Rios. And here's Rios just pressing forward, putting Jones in the corner and throwing all kinds of shots. Sometimes Jones would land something, but Rios is taking that advantage of just being in there and landing those shots.
A nasty left hook right there.
Yes.
Beautiful left hook. And you're right, Nonito. You know, when you see Tyree Jones landing what he lands, having some success, and he just doesn't back off Rios at all, and Rios just continues to fire, and it's heavy punches, it's got to be so disheartening.
Yeah, just about to say, it's very, very disheartening for Rios.
Take it out.
Round 7 of 8 here in our preliminary main event between Tyree Jones and Alex Rios. And Rios has come not only to win this fight, but to make a statement in this fight. And he does it every time. He does it every time he's here on Prospects. He's always game, always pushing everyone to their limit, and today he's gotten so much better. This is the best I've seen Alex Rios.
Yes.
We've seen him 3 or 4 times here.
Yep, just like I said, you know, there's a difference between the Rios that we've seen to this Rios that we're watching right now. You know, he's using this jab, he's going up and down, he's throwing the body, you know, he's pressing in. You know, sometimes his defense will lax a little bit, but because he's going in there offensively, but because he's hurting his opponent. You know, he may get hit with something, but he's doing the job.
Another thing, too, I liked, like maybe 4th or 5th round, he lowered his volume a little bit. I don't know if he's trying to maintain some energy, because he came back with a huge flurry later on. So that's another thing, too, that you want to see out of a young fighter, is being able to conserve energy, knowing when to throw shots, and knowing when to kind of gauge your energy.
Well, you can't underestimate Rios. You know, you may have an undefeated record, but Rios has fought everybody out there. You know, guys that we've seen here that are doing really well, you know. So Rios is not a walkover. And if he had that intention, this is where we're at right now.
You can definitely tell Tyree Jones is surprised by what's in front of him. I don't think that he expected Rios to not only be able to handle some of the damage that in that first round, Tyree Jones was putting some damage on him.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he expected Rios to be able to handle that, and then the onslaught that came after.
Yep.
It looked like it shocked him just a bit, and we've gotten into a point now in this fight where Jones has seen pretty much what Alex Rios has, and he's taken some big punishment, and he's trying to find it. This round especially, he's looked a little bit better. But it may be just a little bit too late. I don't know. Nonito, what do you think?
I believe so. I think he tried to change the pace by going the way he did early on.
That right there. Fantastic work.
But he tried to do that and not step back, which he paid energy up for, you know. See, this is something that he should have done. Like you said, it's a little bit too late to be able to do all this stuff. This is your skill. You're able to do this. The other guy can't do it.
Right.
So because you did what you did early on, you suffered the energy depletion coming into the later rounds.
Such an interesting thing when you're a boxer. You have to really believe in those skills, because these judges don't really reward that type of style these days. They reward the style of Rios to come forward, even if you don't land.
Tyree Jones is having a fantastic round.
This might be his round for him. This might be his round.
He's been able to walk Rios onto some shots here and then use his jab to get out of trouble. And it almost feels like he's gotten a second wind a little bit. And just when you think that you may have started it, here comes Alex Rios again and another left hook and another left hand again. And he just walks up there at the end of the round like, yeah, I'll see you in the last one.
I still think Jones won the round. I think he won the first 2 minutes and 50 seconds. But yeah, Rios let him know, like, hey, you might have won that round, but I'm winning the war.
Right.
Gentlemen, I want to listen to Tyree Jones' corner. I want to see what this last round means to them.
This man is hustling still. He's still got hustle in it. Okay, that's what looked good to the judges' table. The man is still hustling. Okay, this is it. This is it. This is it. You let him get away with this one, champ. Ever since you've been an amateur, I never bullshit y'all. I tell y'all when we won, and I tell you when we lose.
Again, I have to say, it's great corner. He's being honest with his fighter there.
Ladies and gentlemen, this
he told him from the very beginning of the round, or the corner, he said, you dropped the ball. You dropped the ball.
Now, I will ask you this, Nonito. Does your fighter need to hear that much of it, though, going into that last round, or do you need to kind of rally the troops there?
No. You're like, hey, you're losing the fight. And the dynamics that they had since the amateur, that's what they had. Yeah. You know, that they were always honest to each other. He's not BSing or whatever he was saying, you know. So.
No, I understand that. It just felt like it was almost a concession a little bit there. Maybe we didn't hear as much, but I want to see Tyree Jones, because this is do or die right now. This is you got to go and knock out Alex Rios from all intents and purposes. Dan, I think you have it scored that way as well.
Let's get that. I gave that last round to Jones.
Right.
But I have it, yeah, pretty much wide, very wide for Rios.
So let's see if he really brings whatever's left in that tank. And if anything, he's learning a lot about himself here tonight.
Right.
Just like Alex Rios is, after he's been able to bounce back, have some fights that didn't go his way, he's come out and put on a fantastic performance of his own here.
Well, he's showing up that he still wants to win. You know, he's still looking. He still has that fire in his eyes. You know, it might be a little bit too late, but at the end of the day, win or lose is a learning experience.
A nice check hook there from Jones. And Nonito, we talked about, you know, how this generation of boxing isn't putting such a big emphasis on the importance of the zero, right? And Alex Rios is a testament to that. With his performance tonight, that's a nice left hook there. He's showing, listen, okay, I've taken some tough fights, and you know what? I've gotten better. Even in losses, it's win or learn for me, right? And that's what it looks like we're seeing.
And he's gotten better. I like I said from the beginning. Oh, good 1-2 from Rios. Oh, another one. But Jones is still fighting, which you got to give big credit to. You know, he still wants to win. Whether he's able to take a big shot out there or land a big shot, it's hardly unlikely because he's tired, but he's still trying, and that's something that his trainer has been telling him. Even though, you know, by giving an example of Rios, even though he's still grinding, he's still doing his stuff, you know.
I'll say this, we haven't really spoken about it, but Alex Rios' ability to cut the ring off, nice left hand there, has been pretty astounding this entire fight. He's kept Tyree Jones on the ropes or in the corner for it seems like a good portion of this whole thing. And even when it's been turned on him like this, he's found his way back to the center and then controlled it.
Yeah, we talked a lot about why isn't Jones jabbing? Why isn't he moving? Because Rios is cutting off the ring.
That's correct. You know, something that Jones needs to learn the next time is being
like
able
Rios
to.
has got something in his eye or maybe some blood trickling in.
He had that a few rounds ago. I think just opened up a little more.
Yeah. Starting to try to blink it out. Last 25 seconds here. It's definitely now or never for Tyree Jones. Left hook from Rios there. I will say, this 8th round has been a fantastic one for both guys. I thought Jones showed a bit of a second win, but Alex Rios, as soon as he heard that 10-second bell, let it all go. And they swing until the end. He's fired up, and he has good reason to be, as Alex Rios just put on a fantastic performance here at Prospects 14.
Our first fight on a prelim to go the distance, but that's okay.
It was an exciting one.
Exactly.
We'll take that every day of the week.
Rios put on a show. You know, Jones was valiant to the end. Had him win in the 7th round, had him lose in the 8th. Ultimately, it should be a wide points win for our guy, Alex Rios.
And you can tell how much it means to him. how many times he's come here and performed in front of this Orlando crowd, and it hasn't always gone his way.
He's got 2 losses. They were only to Tony Aguilar, who was a really good fighter.
And they were close losses.
Right, exactly.
And, again, this sport will count you out. It'll chew you up and spit you out real quick.
Yes.
And Alex Rios just showed tonight he's got the wherewithal, he's got the heart, will, and skill to say, not me. I'm back in a big way.
Big performance for Rios.
Look at that. Swing until the end. Fired up. Could probably go another 2, 3, 4 rounds the way he was fighting, but it all started with that pressure, with that willingness to enter the fire, and to change the way this fight was fought, to change the distance at which it was fought. It was clear to us that Tyree Jones needed to keep distance, use his jab, and pick Rios apart from the outside. If he engaged in the war, it might not be one he would be able to win going uphill, and that's exactly what it looked like.
I mean, he did really well in the 7th round boxing, using his speed, using lateral movements and angles and stuff like that, that he was able to land big shots and not get hit, but it was a little bit too late to realize that he should have done that from the very get-go.
And you have to wonder for Tyree Jones how he looks at this fight and what he'll go back and work on and adjust to. But tonight it seems like this prelim main event will go to Alex Rios. Let's go up to Dasha Corrett, who now is standing by with our official decision.
After 8 full rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. All 3 judges scored this bout 78-74. Your winner by unanimous decision, Alex Rios.
That's how we had it, folks. And it looks like that's exactly the way the judges saw it. Unanimous decision for Alex Rios. He moves to 10-2, and he's standing by with our very own Sibley Scholes.
Woo! Alex! Your team, everybody was jumping. We had vibrations going on up here in the ring. Congratulations. Immediate thoughts after this fight.
Man, I put all the hard work, and God helped me through it. I want to thank God first and foremost, because he gets me through everything I do every single day. He blessed me with my kid and my wife, and they push me every single day. I thank you, and thank you everyone for coming out and supporting. I hope you guys understand it means so much to me. I wouldn't be able to be here without y'all. Thank you so much.
Giving Jones his first loss, to be able to do that for a fighter that's 13-0, and you're giving him that 13-1 now, what does that feel like?
I just know I might lose, but I'm never out. I'm a dog at the end of the day, and I always do the dog work. I'm here to do the messy jobs that no one wants to do, and I'm going to do it every single time. I'm going to put on a show, and it's everyone entertained.
Did the eye cut affect you at all the last 20 seconds of the fight? We're watching it. We had some blood coming out. It was okay?
I mean, it stung a little bit. It was hard to see, but, at the end of the day, I just bit down, and I just started pressing like I always do. I am always going to be putting in pressure.
That's what you do. You got to apply pressure. I know your family is here. Do you want to say anything to your... Amanda!
Para que sepan, Viamonte, Puerto Rico, estamos en la casa.
Amanda, you were ringside right there. You saw all the action go down at this fight. How did it feel to see that? I saw you standing up.
Yeah, it's always proud to see a Boricua go out there and do your thing. Congratulations, and the future is bright.
The future is bright. And do you want to say anything? Because I know you said your little one, too. You had a baby back in April.
Yeah, my little baby boy, Zekiel.
He sees that. Do you want to say anything to your little one? I think they're bringing baby up here. We're going to try to do 2 seconds of bringing little man up here. Oh, here we go. Okay. Say hello to the world, little one. We can't talk just yet. Oh, he is so cute.
Yeah.
Any words you want to say before we get out of here?
I hope that makes you proud and you continue to see me grow and get better. I hope you're here every single time so you can enjoy everything I do and don't follow along in my footsteps. This ain't fun.
Congratulations!
God bless.
Alex Rios and family get the win tonight. What a fantastic fight, and what a prelim card we had, folks. 4 of our 5 prelims ended in stoppage, and the one that didn't was an all-out war. Alex Rios takes home the W in the main event of our prelim. Outside of that, folks, we are almost ready for our main card tonight. For MVP Prospects number 14, Yoelvis Gomez takes on Edwin Humani in a 10-round welterweight matchup. Jamal Harvey is here debuting in a 6-round super featherweight matchup versus Marcelo Del Aguila. Then our co-main, Corey Marksman's back. He takes on Luis Martinez. In our main event, John Paul Rivera makes his return to take on Daniel Bailey. That's coming up in just a little bit, folks, because at Most Valuable Prospects, as you can see, it's highlights galore. It's big-time matchups, and that was just the prelims. All action so far, but we're just getting started. Our main card is up next, and you don't want to miss it. An Olympian debuting, a WBA Continental Americas title coming up, and then a main event between 2 featherweights looking to go to the next level. Most Valuable Prospects 14 main card coming your way right up next.